lies, how to measure the love you throw around. I could never hold you down. One of us will have to take a bow. Feeling you so close to me, we drive around. Everlasting love, so much to go around. You got me so high, I can't come down. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. Your soul is the ocean, and I can't touch the floor. So full of emotion, I can't keep any more. Are we at a time where we'd be swallowed whole? Don't give up on us now. One of us will have to take a bow. Feeling you so close to me, we drive around. Everlasting love, so much to go around. You got me so high, I can't come down. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I can feel you there where I once had you all alone. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell, I can't get out. My heart falls 5 below, and I'm still here. I'm freezing cold, but I will wait. I hold my breath till I turn blue. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I can feel you there where I once had you all alone. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell, I will never let you go. My heart falls 5 below, and I'm still here. I'm freezing cold, but I will wait. I hold my breath. Love me or hate me, God knows you made it. We need ladies' eyes on me. 여기 내 눈이 날 바라보는 눈빛이 이미 다 말해줘. No, I ain't gonna let anyone keep me down. No, no, you just gotta keep up, 'cause I ain't gonna slow down. No, no, everyone just wanna get to know ya. 이미 시작된 걸. How do you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. How do you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. 저리 kiss 은 없을 거야. 아마도 그럴 거야. Lazy lover, undercovers. 너 지금 이 느낌. Eating biscuits, sharing secrets. No, it's just you and me. No, I ain't gonna let anyone keep me down. No, no, you just gotta keep up, 'cause I ain't gonna slow down. No, no, everyone just wanna get to know ya. 이미 시작된 걸. How do you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait Heartbeats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. Going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath. And I don't care if we make a mess, it doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Can we just be bonafide? Can we just be bonafide? You're stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low, 'cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bonafide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Can we just be bonafide? Can we just be bonafide? Can we just be bonafide? Can we just be Heartbeats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. Going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath. And I don't care if we make a mess, it doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Can we just be bonafide? Can we just be bonafide? You're stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low, 'cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bonafide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. so easy for me to say what I'm thinking. It's so obvious for you, my heart keeps beating. I don't mind. Something about you that keeps me alive. How can I get to you this time? I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. I won't blame you, it's easy when I lose the fight. Keep me in your mind, I swear I'll do the time. Promise me we'll be alright. I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. You set me on fire, kept me burning inside. There's a feeling it's telling me to run, but I won't hide. I don't mind. Something about you that keeps me alive. How can I get to you this time? I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. I won't blame you, it's easy when I lose the fight. Keep me in your mind, I swear I'll do the time. Promise me we'll be alright. I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. I won't blame you, it's easy when I lose the fight. Keep me in your mind, I swear I'll do the time. Promise me we'll be alright. I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight.
Seventeen minutes past 7, and it is yet another beautiful morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is yet another epic and an interesting, energetic start to your day. A very good morning to you. I hope that you guys are feeling good on this wonderful morning, because so much is lined up for you, as it is Wednesday. So much is going to be highlighted, and Wednesday, our theme is all about know your rights. It is laughter and of course Sports Wednesday. How about leaving that wellness for you in order for you to get your day started. My name is Mukezi Maiman, and all you need to do is to stay with us throughout social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show, and if you want to dial us in, the number to do that, that's 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. And each and every morning, you know that we are dedicated into giving you what we call picture of the day, and then we are encouraging you to also, just go out there and explore what South Africa has to bring for you. So today's picture of the day is called the Maclear's Beacon, perched at 1,086 meters above sea level, marks the highest point of a Table Mountain in Cape Town. Built in 1865 by Sir Thomas Maclear's team during a geodetic survey. The large stone cane is located about 3 kilometers from the upper cableway station on the mountain's plateau. The hike to the beacon offers panoramic views of Cape Town, False Bay, and surrounding mountain ranges, making it a rewarding stop for adventurers and photographers. As both a historical landmark and a scenic lookout, Maclear's Beacon is a must-visit for anyone exploring the Table Mountain's natural beauty. And yes, did you know that the highest point on the Table Mountain isn't by the cable car? Exactly, it's Maclear's Beacon, a 3-kilometer hike away with jaw-dropping views. Its history and scenery rolled into one adventure. So lace up your boots. Maclear's Beacon is calling. So you're asking yourself and wondering how can you get there? Don't worry, we've got you covered with what we call Tswelopele shuttle tours. All you need to do is to buckle up and check this out.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Tswelopele tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Tswelopele Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Filled with so much memories to cherish and of course look out for. So you're wondering who is going to be joining us, because we've got a lot as we are going to be giving you that jam-packed show right here. So for today's guest, we are going to be joined by Kgothatso Monareng, a coach of Soweto Academy. So the academy, they believe that football is more than a game. It's a tool for transformation. Through mentorship, teamwork, and consistent discipline, they guide their players to understand the fundamentals of sport and the responsibilities of manhood. Their goal is to nurture not just talented athletes, but respectful, resilient young men who carry the spirit of Soweto into every aspect of their lives. I know there are parents out there who would like their kids to join the academy. Don't worry, Mr. Monareng will be here to give you and unpack all of the details that you need to know, so that these young men can be built for a better future in our society. So I hope that you are ready for that conversation we are going to have with him right here. So with that being said, let's just take a short break and give you your latest weather update, and then we're going to come back with your news, sports, and headlines, and also traffic to keep you safe on those roads. All right, once again, a very good morning. Let us keep you updated with your latest news headline. On the first headline, Allendale inmate escapes, later found dead, suspected suicide. An inmate, Grain Martin, escaped from Allendale Correctional Center in the Western Cape while working outside as part of the agricultural span. He was serving a 12-year sentence for assault and theft. Following an intensive search involving SAPS and community members, Martin was found dead with preliminary findings suggesting suicide by hanging. The Department of Correctional Services confirmed the incident and stated that SAPS has opened an inquest. A full-scale investigation will be conducted to determine the circumstances surrounding both the escape and Martin's death. On the next headline, Madlanga Commission says it won't interfere with SAPS work. The Judicial Commission of Inquiry into Criminality, Political Interference and Corruption affirms it won't disrupt SAPS operations. Parliament's ad hoc committee may still summon witnesses, including KZN Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. The commission begins work on the 17th of September, aiming to deliver an interim report in 3 months and a final report in 6, despite the earlier days. On the next headline, Stats SA, weak investment continues to hinder economic growth. South Africa's economy grew by 0.8% in Q2 in 2025, up from 0.1% in Q1, but investment continues to hinder growth. Gross fixed capital formation contributed negatively, with investments remaining depressed since Q3 in 2023. Statistician General Risenga Maluleke noted the lack of visible construction activity across major cities, constructing with booming development in places like Addis Ababa and Beijing. That's all for your news headline. Now heading over to your sports news, starting off with football news. Postecoglou in line to replace Nuno as Forest boss. Nuno Espirito Santo has left Nottingham Forest after 21 months, with Agne Postecoglou expected to replace him before Saturday's match against Arsenal. Postecoglou, recently sacked by Spurs despite winning the Europa League, brings a decorated coaching history from Australia, Japan and Celtic. Forest players were surprised by Nuno's exit, which follows a strong previous season finish 7th and qualifying for Europe. On your boxing news, rain, pain and poultry when Windsor Park hosted Frampton's last Belfast dance. Lewis Crocker and Paddy Donovan will make history as the first Irish fighters to contest the world title against each other, battling for the IBF welterweight belt. The bout echoes past the Windsor Park highlights, including Carl Frampton's 2018 headliner and Tyson Fury's comeback. Frampton praised the significance of Crocker Donovan, calling it bigger than his own night. Paddy Barnes also reflected on his failed 2018 title bid, emphasizing legacy over money. The event marks a proud moment in Irish boxing history. Now, heading back to your football news, Sundowns and Ribeiro set for legal battle. Lucas Ribeiro has announced his departure from Mamelodi Sundowns via Instagram, ending a 2-year stint. Despite interest from Fluminense and Qatar SC, no club met Sundowns' valuation. Frustrated, Ribeiro escalated the matter to FIFA, claiming unreasonable demands blocked his transfer. Sundowns, insisting his contract remains binding, may pursue legal actions. The PSL Footballer of the Year scored 21 goals and provided 14 assists last season. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Now let's head over for a short break, and then when we come back, we're going to give you your latest traffic headline to keep you safe on those roads.
Musi Mist.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day.
right, for all of those who are commuting on the roads, this is your latest traffic headliner. If you're heading out this morning, here is what you need to know. The first one, there's a heavy congestion on the N1 northbound between Winnie Mandela Drive and Besnodia. Please drive with caution and expect delays. Good news on the N12 eastbound, the area crash just after the Atlas Road ramp has been cleared. Traffic is flowing again. On the N1 northbound, just past Rivonia Road, there is a stationary vehicle blocking the left lane, so please drive carefully through that stretch. Stay safe out there and keep it locked to the Vooka Breakfast Show, and please do make sure that you stay safe on those roads. For now, let us give you that daily dose of positivity, and please do make sure that you join the conversation on YouTube by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. See you after this short ad.
How? Chomi, you still cooking with cha, salt and prayers. Yo. But don't stress, ungawari, because your time to shine in the kitchen is here. Amapele Spices for Africa and the Vooka Breakfast Show have said, let's bless you with some spices that will slap harder than Umama's 7 colors. Vooka Flavor Fridays is here. We're serving flavor, vibes, and vibes with flavor. Flavor Fridays is the only plug you need to turn your kitchen into a 5-star chill spot. For 8 weeks, you stand a chance to win spice hampers that take your meals from meh to just by subscribing and tuning into your daily dose of positivity for an energetic start to the day. So Hypo, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out. Flavor is calling. Waza.
So easy for me to say what I'm thinking. It's so obvious for you, my heart keeps beating. I don't mind. Something about you that keeps me alive. How can I get to you this time? I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. I won't blame you, it's easy when I lose the fight. Keep me in your mind, I swear I'll do the time. Promise me we'll be alright. I won't chase you, I'll give you my heart tonight. You set me on fire, kept me burning inside. It's telling me to run, but I won't hide. I don't mind. Something about you that keeps me alive. How can I?
28 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock on the dot. And yes, of course, man, you're watching the best breakfast show in Soweto. Located in the heart of Johannesburg, that is where we are in the Blinkor studios, giving you it live and alive. And as promised that we are always going to give you a jam-packed show, that is what we are doing right now. So please do make sure that you join the conversation throughout our social media platforms. I can see some of the comments have came in through, and of course that's what we expect as we are having and celebrating this very beautiful Wednesday morning. How are you doing this morning? What are you doing? What are your plans? What is it that is, boiling right now in your mind that you always wanted to talk about. Don't worry, we've got you covered because we are getting rid of that midweek slump, that one that you came with from the weekend. There's so many things that are happening, but don't worry, we help you to unwind, we help you to rest. I mean, you can listen to this while you are in your bed, while you are driving, everywhere you are watching and listening from. A very good morning to you. My name is Moketi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. And man, I am the son of Mother Nature, man. A generator. And Dream Team makes the whatever. Team works, dream team. Yeah, I've always missed these things, man. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work, Mo.
Yeah,
Don't get it twisted, son. Gotta get it correct, right?
It shows that I'm not a very good teammate. If I'm missing little things like this, like Mo, we won't have you in our team, bro. Like you even failing to say teamwork makes the dream work.
Imagine, bro.
Yeah, man. But how are you doing this morning, man?
No, I'm doing okay. My eyes are just giving me a little problem. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? So I can get my glasses because my eyes are just giving me hell. But otherwise, I'm doing fantastic. Yes, man. Unfortunately, yesterday I couldn't make it because I had to go shoot, man. So I hope you guys will just look out for my head. La pile with generations. I'm fine with English, right? But from
They show your head.
they just show my head. The only thing you can get is like a front view of my face, right?
Yeah.
But because it's a bit of a distance, so you can't clearly see it, so it seems a bit blurry. But if you know me, then you'll see the berry. And then the other scene is like a side of my head again. But man, so
Isn't it a good thing, man? Because I would say that's what you call a headmaster, right there. Instead of showing everything, you just choose to show your head.
Oh my gosh.
That's how the headmaster came. Everywhere you go, they just show your head.
Wow.
Right? And people will ask
I
themselves.
didn't know that.
People ask themselves, who's that person, man? They
It's
just show
the
their head,
headmaster.
right? And that's how you get the name, right? Yeah, but I'm glad that so many things are happening in other people's lives, and also you've got something going that other people
man.
need to know, just to get inspired, get encouraged. Hey guys, kuyasebenzeka ngaphandle.
Joe. And you know what? Also, it's still a bit far, but on the 5th of October, I'll be out at Mowato Street in Piri, and I'll be performing. So I hope to see some of the Vooka Nation popping through there, coming to see me perform, man. It'll be kind of amazing, man, to actually see the guys pull through, hey?
Yeah.
So Vooka Nation, y'all invited. The ticket is only 30 rand, man.
Guningi, man. Happy. Of course, it's spring and we don't know what is going on outside because I'm someone who has a lot of expectations. If they say it's going to be summer, let it be summer. I don't want to wake up to this,
Confusing
weather. And you're asking yourself, what really is going on, guys? Because this is not what we signed up for. When we learned seasons in schools, they were like, hey, there was autumn, there was summer, there was winter. Yes, we went through winter, we went through autumn. Now it's summer. What is going on outside?
I think spring hasn't officially sprung, so we just had like a bit of a taste of it. And obviously, August was like, I was not done with y'all, so that's why it's coming back.
Aish.
And on my way right here, bro, like I saw raindrops. I'm like, how, Ganti? Where's the raindrops come from? Like,
Yeah.
Puma raindrops. I'm like, you know what, brother God, please don't let it rain, because unfortunately, most people do know that cars are recycling. My mom was like, you know what, if these boxes get wet, I'm not getting money, so do not rain right now. Let it just take the boxes away, and then it can rain.
Yeah, man. Raindrop, drop top, all the ways they go to the top. And please, man, top of the morning, that's what we give you each and every day. So please do make sure that you join the conversation right there. I see some of the comments coming through on YouTube. We're starting off with Ms. Tembi Mni saying, wakey, Vooka Nation, sis Vugile, sis La. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Anything you want to know, please, we are your Wikipedia, we are your Google. Don't Google anything, because we've got you covered, right? We are just going to use our intuition to answer some of those questions. Pella, it's very important when somebody asks their question and then you give them based on what you know. And then if you feel like the answer is wrong, then you can opt for Google.
But
If you don't
sometimes,
trust the
even if it's
answer.
based on what you know, it at least needs to be factual to some extent. It can't all just be a hypothesis, and you're just speaking hypothetically, so to speak.
I mean, that's how we train ourselves to, become these intelligent species. I mean, it starts with you saying you know something and saying it wrong multiple times to a point that people say, no, this is wrong. Then you're going to learn. But when it's every time when now you are referencing other people, because honestly, and with me, I've always wanted to reference myself when it comes to things, right? I've always wanted to invent things that I think, and it's those moments, man, the eureka moment that happens when you're alone. You're at home and you're thinking that there's this wonderful invention I'm thinking about, an idea, that society can abide to. And I hope that, when I write it down, people will now reference Moeketi's idea and philosophy, and people live by it. We all want to have philosophies as people.
Okay,
right?
so far, how many people are actually living with the Mo ideology?
A lot of people. Yo. If I can name them right now, of course, they will feel ashamed because it's like Antoana, into senza. But don't worry, guys, I'm not here to embarrass you. But I know everywhere, most of my friends that I grew up with, they always trusted me as that friend who gives good and best advices.
I just feel like you're just talking about the AMS gang right now.
No, ASM.
ASM.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of
that's
gets
funny.
wrong. ASM gang right now, because they're
Yeah.
probably the guys that you roll out with the most, and I bet they also suffer from MMS.
No, they don't, Shem. I mean, for them, MMS is working because it depends on who is applying it. If it applies on you, then when now you are becoming disorientated out of nowhere, it's not my problem. It's not entirely my problem, because for us, we grew up, mixing and jinxing words and not knowing hey, you're gonna grow up with that thing and it's becoming a huge disease to you. But hey, man, such things, they do happen, but it is the fun of living around with human beings just to try to find out, guys, how does this life thing work? How do we make it work, right? And I know that a lot of you have ideas and have lived life because the experience that you have had has shaped the person that you are today, right? Tembi came through once again, said, morning, Vooka team, and I'm a Vooka Amat, #Vooka Breakfast Show, #Sivugile on a Wednesday. And then Busisi Wemlot saying, good morning, Vooka team, a very good morning to you, ma. I hope Uguti, you guys are having a very good morning wherever you are watching and listening from. Please, it's cold outside and it looks like the sun is covered by clouds, so I think you should start your day with just a hot cup of tea, because coffee is killing a lot of people out there. I'm not saying anything about
Johnny.
Coffee is not good, guys, man. Like too much of coffee can lead to complications. Not only complications.
Well,
but health
that's very
complications.
true. And you know what? Coffee is like super addictive. And for most people, especially, I can see your coffee, your Frisco, and all of that. Those are not properly like strong coffee blends. But like once you try like your Ethiopian coffee, your Brazilian coffee, because those are raw coffee beans.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes a problem. And then you talk about something about like dictate, has no coffee withdrawal. You're like, okay, what's happening now? What's going on now?
That's the problem. When it starts becoming an addiction, that's where we need to draw the line, right?
Yeah,
But
I need to get my grandmother off that list.
yeah, man, but that's what we promote right here, guys. Healthy living, right? Healthy lifestyle is what every one of us need. So please, man, take care of yourself. Make sure that you eat good and you are on a balanced diet. And then Heartshake Music came through saying Vooka Nation. Vooka Nation all the way, my good man. And then Timby came through say happy blessed Wednesday. #laughter is good. Stay focused and take care of yourself. Definitely is what we are going to be doing. It is on our top of the morning and of course top of the list, taking care of yourself everywhere. And something that I would like to highlight is the suicide prevention month. This month it is the suicide prevention month, and we know that a lot of people, man, they commit suicide due to to a lot of reasons that are happening in their life. And our aim is to, just find information and teach you ways of you to prevent yourself from having those suicidal thoughts. I mean, there are people with a lot of testimonies onto how, I attempted suicide, right? Others, they are no longer here to even tell the story, how they did it, what caused it. Because you always need to get to the bottom of the root on what is it that caused somebody to attempt suicide. So taking care of ourselves is going to be one of the things for this month. It's summer, we know. When it's hot,
It gets fried, man.
your brain gets fried.
Yeah, it gets fried, man. You see, when it comes to the whole suicide part, like that one, I can attest to also myself that I've had some quarter two moments. I've had a failed one.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I've had a failed one. I've had a failed one, and so those suicidal thoughts are like pretty weird, man. They just creep up out of nowhere, even when you think that everything is going perfectly and your mentality is all clear, there's nothing wrong with your mental state. They do creep up, trust me. I've had quarter two moments this year. I think almost 4 to 5 times when I felt like it's chai.
Yeah.
It's chai. So for us,
Hey guys, take care of yourself.
That's all I have to say.
Right? I think it's good, man, sometimes to take that time off to yourself, because if you bombard and overload yourself with a lot of information and a lot of things to do, that's when you would start thinking about those things, because now you are feeling overwhelmed with everything and you're feeling like whatever that I'm doing, man, it's just coming and coming and coming, and I'm not seeing any rewards, any results in what I'm doing. So it's best to unalive myself. And it's not, guys. Life is beautiful. I don't want to lie. Life is beautiful with its own ups and downs. Trust me, man, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? And then Luetu came through saying, good morning, Vooka team and Vooka Nation, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Sivukile. Good morning to you, man. I hope that you are good wherever you are, taking care of yourself, of course, as we are taking care of you, giving you that daily dose of positivity. Stay positive, stay energetic, man, because you know what, how you start your day determines how it is going to be, the rest of the day, right? So please do make sure, take care of yourself. Zinzi came through saying a very good morning to you, Vooka Breakfast Show and the Vooka Gang. Happy Wednesday, may you stay blessed, and wishing you an amazing day ahead. Hashtag the Vooka Breakfast Show. These messages and remarks, they go to everyone who is watching and taking their time to be here with us. Let us know what is it that you want to know, because we are going to let you know of the things that you need to know. And then the last comment came from Luetu saying happy blessed Wednesday. And as I've said it Monday, man, I just love it when people come and say happy, because Monday people feel slumpy, people feel lethargic, people feel tired because of the weekend. But I think for you, even if it's your lows, you need to stay happy. I think we cannot have and measure happiness with how much we have.
No, that's true, man. But that's also the danger of where suicidal people come in, because we always want to stay extra happy and not weigh our problems to a point that even when I do have problem or I'm like at the breaking point, it'll be hard for some people to actually notice or see, because it's not visible. I'm just too happy. So you won't even see who's this person is actually crashing and burning. So as much as everybody can stay happy at this moment, taking care of our mental state is also one of the most important things. When you're not happy, you go through the emotions, man, because I think that's also one thing that I struggle with. So we all need to go through the emotions. If you're not happy, you're not happy, and there's nothing that you can do about it. If you expressing how you feel at that moment helps you have a bit of sanity or be sane at that certain state of time where you feel like everything is just crashing and burning, go through the moments, feel it, take a woosa moment and just align yourself.
Emotional intelligence, I think it's everyone, a subject that they need to just hop on and learn, man, about emotion, regulation, because sometimes there are things that happen that lead us to just react because of how we feel. But there's a science behind it. There's a psychology behind it. When you listen to and watch some of the podcasts when neurologists come in the shows just to speak about why human beings behave in such ways is because of maybe the environment or the energy that is being created around them. So it forces them to do things that they never thought that they would do. So it's such things that we need to keep ourselves equipped with, such knowledge that we always need to know. With that being said, man, you know that we will always have some of the people that we need to talk to, because it is Wednesday, and Wednesday of course come with a lot of wellness, and that wellness speaks to sports people coming in, teaching us and talking to us in terms of what they're doing and how did they do it. So for today we are going to be having a coach of Soweto Academy, Mr. Kgothatso Monaring. Right, Kgothatso Monaring will be joining us, telling us about all we need to know about the Soweto Academy, right? Because academies are, of course, a plant for players to grow their careers and for players, to craft their careers. Not any career, but a football career. So, Soweto Academy Football Club is a community-driven initiative founded with a powerful purpose to equip young boys with skills, discipline, and character needed to thrive both on and off the pitch. Based in the heart of Soweto, the Academy offers a structured football training that prepares players for competitive trials while instilling life values that shape future fathers, husbands, and leaders. And all to my female friends, they thought playing sports and playing soccer is just chasing that round ball all around the field.
They know
It's not like
nothing. Abasoka badlala one pala. Babutse rona ba re kgotseng dlala one pala. Yes.
Having the experience to play soccer,
I mean, like, I don't know the whole logistics around soccer.
Yeah.
But I grew up playing one ball. The one thing that mattered to me was hitting that goalpost that it in.
Yeah.
Or scoring that goal inside the wheel.
Yeah.
That's all that mattered to me, because for me it was a form of exercise. So I didn't know the logistics. Tsamaya. Pela rona re khotse gona ni bo di tsipa bo di tsamaya mo pitchi o tla motse ke o pitsa ba re shapile tsipa bo di tsamaya ga ge yang a ke tsamaya ka mara anyway tsamaya, those kind of things. So for me, I grew up playing that. I grew up playing like boys sports.
Yeah.
The Ali Joe. Non thola mo le ke kotame ka di like I used to have gang marbles growing up. Le Topo was known for what? For guys.
Yeah.
But I played that. So for now, if you also got one pala, then you're not gonna have the same love for it, man.
Yeah, even the understanding the concept, because I just love how we grew up and used some of the life just to get life's concept out of the football context, and it helped a lot of people, because this is what the academy is all about. And it's something that I always appreciate, coaches out there when they teach these young ones soccer, because they believe that football is more than just a game. It's a tool for transformation. Yes,
it is.
Through mentorship, teamwork, and consistent discipline, they guide their players to understand the fundamentals of the sport and responsibilities of manhood. Right? Their goal is to nurture not just talented athletes, but respectful, resilient young men who carry the spirit of Soweto into every aspect of their life. Right? Kgothatso is going to be with us, and of course, man, sharing all of the information that you need to know. Maybe you have a child out there who you would like to join the academy. This is a perfect opportunity for them to nurture and groom their football career. One of the things that I like about football is that guys score goals, and if you don't understand what scoring goals, you need to get a much deeper context of what I'm speaking about. Wherever we go, we score goals, Women, we score goals. Money, we score goals. Someone out there scored a goal.
I was literally waiting
there
for
was a
you to
reward.
get there. I was literally waiting for you to get there. But for me, I love the whole concept of football because it teaches discipline.
Yeah.
And my little brother, so over the June holidays, was like part of like a football club that was going on in the hood, right? And then one thing that I liked about the coach is the fact that we understood each other.
Yeah.
If me and the coach cannot understand each other, then he's not being part of the team, because he understood the fact that as much as he wants to play soccer, you know, and also get fit, but also making sure that he stays true to his studies and actually goes to school and does his schoolwork is something that's major and super important. And that's also one thing that I also told my little brother. I'm like, you can go and play soccer, but one thing you need to know is that you need to have a backup plan. It's not like we're saying that your career is not going to continue. Yeah, it can continue, but then be a smart player. Don't just be a player.
Yeah.
Be smart about it. You can go and play soccer, but in the end, you also need to go to school. You also need to learn. And then that's also one thing I also told him. I'm like, for example, I remember that growing up in high school, we had a bunch of kids in my school that went to Naturena under Kaizer Chiefs, and they were training there. And then, like, if you fail, Baba,
you go home.
you go home.
Yeah, there's nothing that
You
can
go
do, because
home.
You have to produce results. Just like at school,
Yes.
when you don't produce results, you fail.
For them, that's what they did. If you fail at school, you can't be passing on the pitch but failing at school. It didn't make any sense. Like, you would literally get a first chance. Okay, if it's a term one sharp. But also fail at term two. If you fail the second term again, then you're out of the club.
Yeah.
And that's what I told them. I'm like, most clubs, that's how they do it. And that's what I love about the current sport that we have.
Yeah.
Because if you do not succeed with what you are currently doing in terms of the world of sport right now, then it's not going to work out. You also need to go to school. You also need to study. I remember that we also did a celebrity birthday for one player over there in Europe, who actually is studying while also fulfilling his football career. And I made an example of that. I'm like, there is a soccer player who's studying, but is also fulfilling their school and going to their schoolwork or their whatever you can call it, and is also going to school and learning.
Yeah.
So it's something that you also must do. I'm like, okay, for me, I love poetry, but I made sure I cannot tertiary, metric.
Yeah.
No, you focus too much on like your art stuff, but you didn't even finish high school. I finished high school. The only thing I didn't do is tertiary, because at this moment, and I still feel, and I have been saying throughout the year, that I feel like we are being taught jobs that will be out of the job market in the next 5 years. We are not being taught things that will be beneficial for us in the next 30, 50, God's sakes, 100 years that are still to come.
True,
We still have more that we need to change in terms of the educational system.
Yeah, so that's why things like grassroots, they are very important. You know, wherever you are, you're going to be given a grassroots level into understanding the fundamentals and the principles. And the most important thing is the core philosophy of what you are doing. So I'm very happy with what the academies are doing out there, as they are teaching these boys to become men, right? Football just only not teaches you to play football, but also to use the strength and the resilience that you have been given outside, right? And focus in your life. Of course, yesterday, man, in good things that are happening, Bafana was playing against Nigeria for the World Cup qualifiers, and we are happy, and of course, man, glad to say that we are now one step closer into qualifying for the FIFA World Cup. It's
We
been a
beat
long
them.
time. Now we played a draw, and in which it was a result that South Africa wanted. A win and a draw was a must, because we know that Nigeria are very strong opponents. Our brothers, they will mesmerize you.
Yes.
Right? So right now Bafana they're only left with 2 games, and the next game they're playing with Zimbabwe, and of course they have to beat Zimbabwe to earn a ticket to the FIFA World Cup 2026 FIFA World Cup that will be hosted in those 3 countries, which is Mexico, Canada, and the USA. So we know that Bafana, the last time they qualified, not the last time they hosted a FIFA World Cup, was in 2002. That was the last time Bafana qualified for a global FIFA World Cup, right? So we are behind them, and I hope as South Africans we can look deep into this, because this does not only contribute contribute into the sports. It contributes to the nation. If Bafana Bafana goes to the World Cup, now people start to know about a South African country that is doing wonderfully, right? It means the grassroots, the academies, they're doing the right thing for them to get themselves where they are. But yeah, we saw that an on goal came through, and then Basi came through, and of course, equalized for Nigeria to make it a stalemate draw between the two nations. But yeah, man, we are behind our boys. We hope that whatever that they are going to be doing, they're going to represent us very, very well.
Also, Vele match of 1-1.
Yeah, it was a 1-1.
Because I remember, man, so just before I got home a bit late yesterday, and yes, I do not have a telly.
Yeah.
So I passed by my friend's spot, and I saw that Bafana scored, and then Nigeria also scored, and then I left. So the only thing I knew was that it was still 1-1 at their time, so I didn't know what he match or it's lang. But anyway, man, to Bafana, man, y'all got this, man. At least y'all showing improvement, man. Y'all used to just embarrass us once upon a time.
Man, yeah, it's good that we're seeing this. Yeah,
because so right now it's very good that we're seeing this moment.
Yeah, true. Because our minister once came, and just told the public that we are a bunch of losers. They are the bunch of losers, even though we are behind them and giving them all the support that they need. Right? I mean, calling somebody a bunch of losers, man, just kills, their confidence.
No, but I think they needed that because, like, literally after they got called that, they started picking up their socks.
No.
So sometimes, like, believe it or not, sometimes tough love is actually needed. And then it's also unfortunate that in the football world you have Bafana who kept on losing dismally, so to speak. But yet they were getting so much big and glamorous bonuses. And then you had Banyana on the other side.
Yeah.
They kept winning, but yet the money they get is not equivalent to what Bafana gets.
Yeah.
And that's something that I also hope that the Department of Sports will eventually end up fixing, the whole payment issue. And they need to start earning money equally right now, because Banyana has proved that yes, we are girls, but we can play football literally just like guys and give our country one of the best results. So in that one, we also need to have some sense and some sort of equality that is happening right now there.
Yeah, and of course, man, just getting the bodies to be involved in this whole situation, because we remember one of Banyana players after the women's AFCON, Jermaine Sioposeno, with an exclusive interview with Robert Marawa, just telling him how they were so mistreated, as the women's national team. Like, imagine having to go and represent a whole nation as a woman, but you are mistreated with everything. Not just only mistreated in the field, but also, with your salary, with what you have to go and work for in terms of bringing something back home. So it's those kind of things that we need to prevent and come as a nation to say we are supporting these people and we expect you to treat them the way they are supposed to be treated.
Amen.
Right? That's why we have the South African Football Association, and so many things are going on, because I remember even the Commission of Inquiry, when the president was asked those deep burning questions to say, you are spending a lot of money and we do not understand why you spend such a lot of money, while some of the players in the country, they are complaining about the quality and the state of football here, right? So it raises so many questions, and we have to ask you, Minister, what is it that you're doing with the money? And the minister didn't have any answers.
No answer. The same goes for Yeni Jordan.
Yeah.
He didn't have answers. Remember when Liam asked him, Ejo, spend this certain amount of money in this country, when it actually doesn't even take you that much money for you to actually go to that country.
Yeah.
Why did you spend so much? He failed to answer those questions. And it's not only that. I remember that earlier this year, we covered a story about the guys who went to Mozambique.
Yeah.
And then they left in a bus.
The under
And then they came back as winners, the under 20s. Like, what's happening? Wagwan? Like, Gaten McKenzie must come on board and just literally start explaining, especially for him, because now he's the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. He needs to start literally explaining what's happening in the world of sport, in the world of art. The same goes for the actors. The actors bill that literally just came out to have things that actually support actors, make sure that
Yeah,
actors are also secured. And it's not only actors that are actually appearing on the main frame. They also need to think about what background actors, as I am also a background actor.
Yeah.
We get paid like literally so little, because most of these casting agencies, a huge majority of them, do not even have a certain rule or regulation that actually that they have to abide to. Okay, this is what we pay, this is what we got, this is what's happening. They don't have that.
Yeah.
They just do, they tell what they must. Rona re tsebe hore word of mouth ifile agent bo kae hore a book mo.
Yeah.
Bona ba fitla ba bolele hore mo re tlo patala 300. Like on the real, like yesterday, this other lady was saying that her agent is paying her 220.
Really?
I don't want to lie, Mo. You know, as background actors, we get paid so little, and yet we are basically like the production crew. We make the whole TV show move, because without a background actor, you need to have somebody moving in the background. It's like we're making a film in the 1950s or 1940s. That was acceptable then.
Yeah.
Uguti, you know what? Background actors were not seen as necessary.
Yeah.
So whether they hate them or not, it was not a thing. It didn't matter. But right now, in the world of television that we live in, background actors play a major role.
True.
They
Yeah.
play a huge role. Ukuthi mina ngivela piling a stand sama veg. Uthi hayi mama kopa apple, and then you carry on with the shoot and carry on talking to whoever that we but now see on TV.
Yeah.
We get paid so little money. It's very rare. It's super rare that as a background actor you'll get a booking where you'll even get paid 1,000 for your time.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, you come with your own transport. You come with your own clothes. And wardrobe production is very picky. And they don't even give you clothes.
They
You
choose
come,
for you.
they choose for you. You come
Yeah.
with your own clothes. Today, retlo shoota go, for example, Santon.
Yeah.
So you need to come with formal attire. Mo tshwantse ke tsamaye ke lo reka pencil skirt, ke reke le female suit. Ka tšhelete efeng ke gola 220 per shoot.
They expect you to buy all of those things.
They expect me to have all of that, Mo.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to lie. Being a background actor in South Africa is rough. They expect you to have all of that, and then you must also bring in your own outfits. Half the time, background actors don't even we don't eat.
Yeah.
It's better. It's very rare that you even get a production that'll give background actors food. In most productions, background actors do not get food. Mo salo fitlhile mo le ka 9. Only to lose shoot at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. and you haven't had a single thing. And you're supposed to appear energetic in front of the camera. When people see you, they think, I've had people come to me like, my guy, if I had money, would I still be living with my grandmother?
Eish. Of course, man, you should have started your own life out there, because
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So people, like, even as background actors, there needs to be a bill and an act that actually supports us. We need transparency when it comes to how much productions pay casting agencies to book background actors. We are being treated like tools, man. We are not seen and we are not heard. Unfortunately. So that's something that also the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture needs to work on. So besides the whole sporting situation that we have in South Africa, you also need to work inside the art department itself.
Yeah, and that's why, I mean, we're just highlighting. People need to be taken care of. So everywhere you go, man, it is very important for people to be taken care of everywhere where you are working, and that's why this month, it is the suicide prevention month. On a lighter note, man, I will just want to read something that, of course, the government has posted, because I feel like this is a very sensitive issue, and it is an issue that some of the young ones out there, even the adults, they don't even know how to approach an elderly person or a professional to say, hey, these are the problems that I am facing, and I am becoming mentally disorientated. I don't know what is going on, and I'm having these suicidal thoughts. What is the next step? What is it that I need to do? And I just love what Ulona yesterday, Mr. Kweta said, that all of us in our lives, we need a mentorship, man, because when he referenced that people have coaches out there, and when you grew up or you had a teacher right? So you always need that person that you can always go to and tell them what you are going through, so that they also know what to do, because it is better to have someone else closer to you than to have nobody. So with the World Suicide Prevention Day, which is today, of course, that is what we are highlighting. So the World Suicide Prevention Day is commemorated on the 10th of September to provide worldwide commitment and action to prevent suicide. On average, almost 3,000 people commit suicide daily, right? 3,000 people commit suicide daily. For every person who completes a suicide, 20 or more may attempt to unalive themselves. About 1 million people commit suicide each year, and every 40 seconds, the loss of a person who killed themselves shattered the lives of family and friends. For family and friends affected by suicide and attempted suicide, the emotional impact can last for many years. So you can find, sites where you can get help. So if you want to find out more about how to prevent a suicide and where to get help, that is the information that we have for you. So the Lifeline helpline that you can call, because maybe sometimes you're seeing the situation and you do not know how to react to a certain situation, because I know that people get shocked, and when you get shocked, you don't know what to do in that moment. So you can call the helpline on 0861 322 322, right? That is 0861 322 322. And then the South African Depression and Anxiety Support Group, their helpline that is available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is 0800 212223. That's 0800 212222, right? So those are the helpline and the lifeline that you can call for support. Another one from the World Health Organization, they have released the stats that over 1 billion people in the world are living with mental health issues like anxiety and depression, a huge challenge for individuals and economies worldwide. So these conditions, you're asking yourself what these conditions can lead to, because I know I'm someone who was not well informed about these mental health issues in terms of what they can do and of course what they can lead to. You'll hear somebody saying they're depressed and then you drink water. No, those are not things you're supposed to say to people, right? So the condition people have, like your mental health issues, your depression and your anxiety, they can lead to sadness, difficulty of waking and loss of life. So those are the stats from the World Health Organization. And in 2021 alone, around 727,000 lives were lost to suicide. In 2021, mind you, 727,000 lives were lost. And South Africa just released a stat today that almost 3,000 people commit suicide daily, right? Despite some progress, most countries spend 2% of health budgets on mental health, and access remains limited, especially in poorer nations. So stigma, lack of resources and slow reforms mean millions don't get the care that they need. So the World Health Organization urges governments and partners to act urgently to this pandemic that we are facing, right? They need to increase the funding. They need to reform the laws. They need to train more mental health workers, and they also need to focus on community-based care, because we all believe that the communities, that is where, a lot of these mental health issues, they are brewed, right? And a lot of people don't even know how to deal with them. So focus on more community-based care. And all you need to know is mental health isn't a privilege, it is a human right. All of us, when we speak about a healthy human being, even mentally, you need to be healthy.
Yeah, and it's so sad that in this current day and age that we actually also still live in, mental health is not even taken seriously by the workplace in its own sense.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, I would see it's a crisis, man. I feel like for me, there should at least be a certain amount of leniency when it comes to mental health situations, eh?
Yeah.
Especially because, you know what? Let's talk about depression, for example, because I have depression. So depression can also have anxiety in the mix.
Yeah.
A person with depression can also have ADHD, which is also something that I have, being very hyper and struggling to like actually pay attention and fully concentrate. And then a person with depression can also just have like multiple personalities or bipolar. It's so many things that need to be taken seriously but are not taken seriously, that actually concern or run around the world of mental health. Because once you have depression, you like, especially for some of us, we feel ashamed letting people know that we have depression.
Yeah.
Because umuntu akhona uzokuzwela kabuhlungu, manguthi akuzwele kabuhlungu, like they're not even gonna care about what you think or what's happening to you. And then number two and then the second thing about it is that we are barely even taken seriously. People don't even think about how it affects us for them, because most of the time we just smile. And one of the most, probably the most dangerous people when it comes to the world of mental health, I would consider as a person who has depression, because half the time the only thing we do is smile. So we wear our smiles on our face and we don't wear our pain, because we sometimes feel like showing pain or showing how sad we are or how much hurt we are as a sign of what you call this, a sign of weakness. So some people just say, but no, you should have just talked. It's easier said than done. I could have talked, but it's something that I've been struggling to do for like the longest time, talking about the situation. You need to go through your emotions. It's something that I've been struggling to do for the longest time, going through the emotions. It's not like I don't know that I have to do. I do know, but it's not easy. It doesn't come easy. Sometimes I feel like an idiot for actually even feeling. So mental health needs to have a much more bigger spotlight where it is right now, especially when you also look at the rate of men of suicidal attempts. When it comes to men themselves, it's getting higher and higher, because mental health is not being highlighted. As much as they are also humans, man. Some of my friends, I let them know, no, guy, like if you wanna cry, I'm here, I'm your friend. You can cry on my shoulder if you feel like. Leaning on your family's shoulder or your girlfriend's shoulder is not something that you can do. Then take me as your therapist. Lean on me. As a man, you're also human just like me. So I also expect you to also go through the emotions for me. As a friend of mine, go through the emotions. If you feel like you wanna cry, come cry on me. If you feel like you need a hug, that's why I'm a hugger myself. Because sometimes I feel like it's hard to even say anything. The only thing you need is a hug.
Ndoda ikhali uzotiyethe
kushubela everybody khona manje. It's not even about that, because in my language kaSetswana and unfortunately
it is a joke.
Unfortunately it's also about those things. Like for example, that's why you have so many women dying in silence in marriages, because bara mosadi tshwara tipa ko bogaleng. Tipa e botlhoko ya tlhaba. As much as Kile Musadi, I also need to hold my front, make sure that the family is okay. My man is not seen as weak. My kids also doing okay. I'm also human by myself.
Thing, it goes back to what TC said with these societal construct that men built. To say, you guys, you built this thing that a woman needs to stay home, what and things like that. It comes back to the Musadi Tora Tipa Gurukhaleng. A man did not create that. It's women who created that, right? So ukbegezela grand sharp, it came with women. And how laelwa and giving it advice when you go to a marriage. There are these elderly ladies who will tell you that, you know what, man, things are gonna happen. And it's so bad to not to say it's so bad, but it was so sad to even see it on a national television when you watch these programs. There was this lady who said, "Indoda yakho mayibuye ebusuku ungayibuzi ukuthi ibuyaphi." You understand those things, and young people when they get to see these things, they will adopt these kind of things because it is an advice from an elderly person. And you are told, Uguti, you have to listen to your parents, right? When I see another elderly person giving an advice, that means I have to take it because ke motswadi wa ka, right? And it has to come back with what also Musi was saying, to say if umdala, it doesn't constitute gore wena mentally, umnate. So imagine if these constructs, they go on to live on, and these young ones, they see no man kanti umfazi bathi kumele treatwe kanje. This is how you should treat a woman as a man, right? So it also goes back to the education and what we are being fed, because yes, we will raise awareness. I've seen so many awareness being raised, but trust me, when it comes to the influences, it's something that you see on the street, you see on your phone, because now we are in a digital control world. Each and every time when I get on TikTok, there are guys, even now we can't even take a joke nowadays, because there are guys who literally post jokes on their podcast, and someone is watching, is like, wow, this is true, this is how men should live. Men don't cry, you should soldier on as a man,
which is also wrong, man. It's also it's these are things that need to be broken down both on a female perspective and a male perspective. We are human in the end. Like right now, Mina, the way I'm raising my son and the two little brothers that I have at home, I let them know it's fine, you can cry. As much as a man is supposed to be strong, being soft is also not a sin. For me, I'm like literally my son has moments when he literally just wants to be held.
Yeah.
And I cradle him and I touch him. I let him know showing affection and receiving affection as a man sometimes it's not a bad thing, because why are you guys laughing? And as a boy, yeah, also as a man, like also allowing somebody to actually hold you so you can feel warmth, like I just said with a hug. It's not a sin, because
The thing is, you're talking about your son,
yeah.
So nothing wrong with receiving affection.
As a man.
Because I'm grooming a young man. I am grooming a young man. So what I'm teaching him is the fact that it's probably not the same thing, but sometimes letting your guard down as a boy or as a man, because it all stems from what? It stems from the ground when you teach them as a boy. Because they cry, but in some families it's not the point. It's not the same. Yes, there's a kid in my street. I don't want to lie. The state that boy is in, it's not nice. And in a way, I've become his safe anchor to such a point which when I see him, like when I see him, I give him a hug and I talk to him. I'm like, we are not siblings by blood, but I'm your sister. If you want to talk or you feel like you need a hug, come to my house, knock at my door. Look for me and I'll give you the affection, because he's not getting the same as a young boy. He's not getting the affection that he should be getting from his mother and his father. All the love and nurture. He's not getting that.
Yeah.
So I told him, if you need a hug, just to feel right as a kid, you're still growing, man. The hardships that you are facing, I faced them growing up as a kid, and I know how they've actually affected me mentally and psychologically. So I'm like, if you need a hug, just to feel like a kid, you can come knock at my door, look for me as your sister. I'll give you that hug. We can sit down and talk.
I mean, I understand, guys, because, sometimes these things I believe that as much as families construct into how they want their kids to be raised, to say now I want my kids to hear only from me as a parent, that's why others, they will go out and seek for that warmth in a parent, because at home I'm only getting the warmth from my dad and mom because that's what they told me. Because with me, it's a different story, and I've seen it that there are boys who are growing in an environment where it's shaping them to say, no matter what happens in your life, don't ever cry. And with me, I think it comes and stems from growing up with only boys. I don't have a sister, and you know how boys grow up. When you grow up, it's just that thing, hey man, kwelo tefa. And hotefa, sometimes it comes with something it needs to cushion it. Because we know whatever that you're going to face, it's going to be hard and harsh. But not every time now you are crying, every time you have tears. Indoor the party tissue la everywhere he goes. I mean, yes, for other people, due to the situation he grew up in, I understand. Go cry, boy. But for me, it was a different story. Because now as a punching bag, I have two brothers. I was a punching bag, not to say like fight serious, but when you play, they train on you. And then you grow up and understand, man, the environment is teaching me to become strong. If I don't cry at home, I won't let the outside world to make me cry, right? So for me, I would say, I don't see the necessity to cry because I would say, hey guys, okay, let me take a moment and just see what is happening, then soldier on. If the fight is not worth it, then leave the fight.
Yeah, man. It's the same as I remember there was a time my little brother came back from school. It's like, hey, and I started dissing him like so bad at home. And my mom was like, no, I'm like, no, I'm teaching him to a point to when he gets to school, because I was also bullied primary and high school, and I built a shield for that.
Yeah.
Like I'd literally point out all of my flaws before you can even point them out. So by the time you start pointing them out, they bounce off. They do not stay with me. They do not scar me. So I told him, I'm like, you know what, the reason why I'm doing this is because you are I told him next year you're going to high school. When I did primary, that's child's play. You'll find kids who are brutal in high school.
Yeah.
High school is not child's play, not because of school only, but because of the environment itself and the kids themselves. So I'm like, I am teaching you right now, as much as you complain that I always diss you and all of that, I am teaching you so that you learn to grow a tough skin when it comes to such things, because most people end up breaking down or end up being on a suicidal watch because of such things.
Yeah.
They get bullied and they don't know how to deflect or literally just react to it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you don't know how to diss people, you can just keep quiet and laugh about it.
Yeah.
Or before they can even come and say, Marwena, so point out your flaws, so that by the time they want to point them out, it's like, okay, but I already know. So what exactly is your point? The same goes for people telling me right now, like, oh, you gain weight. I'm like, sorry, I wake up in the morning and I see myself. So what new thing can you tell me?
Yeah.
I know I gained weight. I am in my own skin. So what exactly is different? What's the difference that you were telling me?
Yeah.
So I do that. Even right now, I still play a bit rough with my son and my two little brothers. Because I'm like, as much as I want you guys to have a soft side, you also need to, unfortunately, grow a tough exterior, because the world is not soft as it seems. Right now, you're still young, you still have us shielding you. But by the time you reach adulthood, you will see how tough the world is. Or by the time you almost ready to finish high school, you see rough. So I literally, I play rough with all of them.
That's the thing, man. And I've learned that it's actually a seed, that's being planted to someone. Because if you're going to be told that the world is going to chew you, someone will just grow up, trying to protect themselves from everything, even love. You're just growing because when you think, hey, people hate each other. But no, sometimes if you have a certain plant in your mind, there's a certain energy you're going to exert to certain people, right? So I also believe that some of the things are being planted because as a kid, there are things that are being planted in us to say, hey, the world is dangerous. And growing up with an idea that the world is dangerous, it's a very something that is so detrimental to your health. You can't even go beyond the horizon, because every time when you think about thinking beyond, you're thinking to say, ish, something bad is going to happen to me. Ish, if I buy a car, I'm going to get an accident. If I buy a house, it's going to burn. That's you're training your defensive mechanism to always come up when it's necessary to face on. I mean, there are people out there who are living with their demons. They'll tell you, it's my demons. I know how to handle them. As simple as that, right?
Yeah, it's a chew or be chewed type of world. Everybody has problems. But in the end, that's why for me, I always say that I don't believe that there's actually such a thing as peer pressure. Because in the end, it's also your decision whether or not you follow your friends to do what they are doing. I would rather stay out, be the odd one out, be laughed at for being an idiot and not following their norms. Going like high school, nigga sa jive mo mar no I could tell you diwa guy. When no utsu lo jive na zangiru tsamolo jive. Ra bua ra discuss ro o chomi gutlile ba re mama ngwa di me I'm at home, I'm watching TV. So I'd rather like seriously, I remember there was a time I got called by my other grandmother because her child went out dancing.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, but and I'm like, hey, Brami, I'm at home. I'm sitting with your sibling here. I don't know, yeah, she went dancing because I'm like, yeah. We were talking and I was like, oh, I heard that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 happening. I never said I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm like, if she said that I said I'm going, then please, she must produce text messages, voice note, or phone call recording where I said I'm going. But otherwise, me, I'm at home. She didn't believe me until I gave my grandmother a phone. And my grandma was like, no, so for me, I'd rather be the idiot, be laughed at for sitting at home and not following what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
That's why I say that there's no such thing as peer pressure. There's always going to be somebody who is just like you, is fun, outgoing, and whatever, but chooses to live life at their own pace.
Yeah.
No matter the pressure that life gives you, in the end, you always still have the final decision. Are you going to follow your friends and become a bad seed? Or you're going to be a seed that grows beautiful flowers and does not wither at any given time?
Yeah.
It's also up to you. As much as we can say there's something called peer pressure, in the end, the decision will always lie with you. You know, there's something called alcohol, let's go drink. In the end, it's up to you whether you drink it or not. They already taught you the substance abuse. It's up to you in the end. So for me, I do not believe that there's actually such a thing as peer pressure. I always even ask my son, you say your friend told you to do this, but you have your own thinking capacity. You have your own brain. Why didn't you use your own brain to tell wrong from right? We taught you as a child, this is wrong, this is right. As much as I can teach you wrong or right, in the end, it's still up to you.
Yeah.
You know it's wrong. So you can't tell me you knew it's wrong, but you still went ahead and did it.
Still highlighting, man, Suicide Prevention Month, and we are trying to get everything we can, that leads to people, to unalive themselves, right? And there are a lot of factors that contribute to someone doing that. But if you need, and it leads you to seeking medical attention, please do so. Some of the lifeline out there that I read, they are available. So heading over to our comment section, there are people who are coming through right there. Nelly Swamni came through, say, good morning. I'm Vooka Amahle, #Vooka Breakfast Show, #Vooka Nation. Hi, this weather, Mara. Like, I'm so disappointed in summer. Summer babies, guys. I'm really, really disappointed in you because I think this weather, it follows your energy. Hey, guys, whatever you have, Kapang, go. Konumfula, wherever you are living. Zondi, there's a Zondi. Koni River in the Zondi or whatever. So, yeah, man, this weather is not doing what it's supposed to do because it's supposed to be sunny outside, man. You're supposed to be taking those sunshine beautiful pictures, but it's not happening. And then musician comes through saying, morning team, September is also leukemia awareness month. Every 27 seconds someone is diagnosed with blood cancer, right? Very interesting things that are being highlighted out there. And of course, man, health awareness, because you know that your blood cancer primarily affects the production and functions of your blood cells. So leukemia is also part of the awareness that are being raised. So every 27 seconds someone is diagnosed with blood cancer. So guys, come on, go and check up, man, because with me it was a thing that I don't want to go, because immediately when you go you start getting ill. but it is very advisable just to go do some screening, check your high blood pressure, check your sugar type, like your sugar levels and things like that. So you need to have that health check within you. And then Tsakani came through, say good morning Vooka breakfast team Sivugile, and a happy Wednesday to you too, and a very good morning. I hope that you are good, right? And then going back to the topic that we are discussing, because it of course started with suicide prevention, things that lead to it. And as a man, are you supposed to cry? Or you're not supposed to cry? Yes, you can cry, but are you supposed to cry in public? Or me, I can just burst out of tears because I'm feeling, down or low and things like that. Yeah, so Manela came through, say, I think men shouldn't cry in public, right? Gwamele bashaidol, right? Drop a tear, and when lifting their face, it's game on, man. If men cry in public, it's game over. It's game over, my friend. Imagine, go TikTok, a whole you with a tissue in your hand, wiping tears. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
We have seen guys cry on TikTok, and most of them cry over umchola, like guys, like I don't understand, like I'm but I still continue me.
Yeah,
because I believe, like, in the end, it's not even about Ubam Nandi. In the end, you never know where love may come from. Because I need to see a lot of people like, man, can't tell you.
Guys, whatever you guys do, tell each other about love, man. Get alone, cry at your own corner. We don't want to get involved, man, because when you guys love each other, we were not involved. So why now you coming and telling us Afriberry had you or Sfiso had you? No, cry and move on, man. There's so many. How many are we? 8 billion or 1 billion? There's a lot.
That's
of
what I'm saying. Or we'll come and complain. I've complained, but I still move, man.
Yeah, but coming to a thing of crying, guys. For me, I think it's a different thing because I've played football, and I remember when Ricardo, we had these guys because I was playing for Ilona, Capsule, Ricardo. They were known to become, the biggest rivalries. So if you were in the field and then like Baukenya's Tlago, if you cry, you go out. You're not supposed to cry in the field. If you are broken, don't show these guys how weak you are. If they put the foot on you, whether it's on top of your head, stand up and show them that you're a soldier. Because if the opponents and of course your rivalries see but you boast to good, you're the best team. I think those are the things, the principles and the fundamentals when some boys grow up, they learn. In the football field, man, I was taught not to cry even if I lose. Right, so it's different for somebody who grew in a different manner. Because somebody can grow in a family, or for musicians, and of course, musicians cry. Man, Musi knows that. They cry, right? So wherever they go, it's like, ish, guys, this song is close to my heart. I mean, we understand, and you can't come back. I mean, okay, military soldiers, it is understandable with the trauma that they go through. Hey, guys, I saw people killing each other there, and things like that. Imagine when now you're a lawyer, you're crying because you lost a case. Come on, man, wipe those tears, or just call a lawyer, do something, man, right? But those are the comments that came through. Zinzi says, I love what you said, Afriberry, about letting men or boys know that it's okay to be not okay. They are human after, and we all cry and need hugs. But when men cry, it's serious. Yeah, it has to be serious. So phone. Come on, man. Just grow up, man, right? So there are some of the things when you cry, because the only time I saw my brothers cry, it was when we lost our mother. That's the only time I saw any of, the men that surround me at home crying. That is the only time. So when I get to understand, okay, this is very serious, and it's a deep loss, right? So other things, your brother is coming home crying, lost their phone. It's like, bro, like, is this what I'm supposed to learn now? That when you even lose a pen at school, you have to cry and things like that. I mean, if it's kids, it's understandable, because kids, when they lose, or maybe you just take something from them, they cry. You can't expect a kid to not cry when you take something away from them. But when now you have grown to learn that even things, small things, when are taken away from me, it's like, it's fine, man. Life moves on, right? But yeah, we all have, different, of course, opinions in terms of, crying, because for me, it comes on a different angle to say, okay, you were in a certain environment and these are certain things that you were not supposed to do, and crying is one of them. You are not supposed to cry, right? And then Vanilla says nature versus nurture. Yes, women nurture, and of course, men, with men, they have to embrace the nature. I mean, you can just take it the way you want to, but public, you are in somebody's shoulder crying.
Okay, maybe not publicly for the sake of saving face, but yeah, maybe in private. But yeah, man, I'm not saying. Okay, even with my friends, if I've told them, like, we don't necessarily have to do it in public, because I know you're a guy, you still need to save face. I just shop around. Like
He's the one who's saying that. I'll shop around.
Yeah, like I want to discuss something with you. I think for me, I've had an emotional breakdown here at work twice. I think twice or three times. And Ubanele is actually kind of he's seen first or second hand that when I have that emotional breakdown, I literally become a nigga, brush it off.
Yeah.
After that, I walk out there, I walk out like laughing, like I didn't even cry. That's how I am. I don't know. Maybe that's why I raise my kids to have nurture and to also have a bit of nature in terms of being soft but also being tough at the same time. Because for me, I grew up as an oldie child for like the longest time. And for then I had to learn. I didn't have any siblings to lean on. So I had to learn how to be my own shoulder, my own pillow. I didn't grow up in a very emotional household, so I had to learn how to manage my emotions. If I feel like things are crushing, I had to find a way of dealing with my emotions, because I didn't have anybody to say you askis, like have the, I didn't have that. This is one of the reasons why I'm giving that to my son and my little brother, because I know as much as my grandmother is a female,
yeah,
my grandmother's gangster, bruh.
She's gangster.
She's gangster like that. Like I do.
Nah, she
like,
must get arrested.
like my grandmother is gangster. I don't remember a time where she literally nurtured me for being sad. No, she's gangster like that. And I had to learn how to deal with my emotions in my own way, because I didn't have that nurture. I didn't have that, and for me personally, it messed me up emotionally and psychologically, which is something that I'm also trying to correct with my son and my two little brothers, so they don't have the same emotional and psychological trauma that I have from not having that certain amount of nurture that I should have had as a child growing up. She didn't give me that, like, that's how gangster my grandmother is.
Your grandmom is John Wick, bruh.
Bruh, you have no idea. She still have handcuffs at home. I don't know why she didn't sold them. Like I understand why she still have handcuffs. They don't give her.
Hey, yeah, man. Yeah.
Bro, my grandmother stopped being a security at the age of 66. That's how gangster she is.
I'm saying I'm a handcuff that, Kunabantu that have never fired a round of bullets,
but they have guns, right? Like they've never used a gun.
for different reasons, of course.
No, she worked in security, like Begasabenzeli Prasa.
Hey,
So that's why she has handcuffs, and she because they didn't ask for them back. You know,
it's not only to
Abantu, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I get give out lots of mentality here.
We cuff people.
Because I am trying to shy away from that mentality that you want to come with.
People have handcuffs at home, and I think we don't have to judge, because I've met people who like with like them being there, you know, is just to carve all of the bad spirits out. I'm like, okay, no, that's a good thing, man. I'm not here to judge, bruh. You know, even somebody, you know, buying something so that because they believe that it is going to protect me. But you know, with this whole situation in terms of men crying, I think it's a different story when you know, women become involved, because women are emotional. We know that. But now, have men in the room and let's talk about crying. Trust me, the subject won't even last 5 minutes. I was like,
No sukuma nonke nihamba. You guys won't even sit.
Spoo.
And that's the sad part. And I think that's probably also one of the most reasons why we have such an increase when it comes to male suicide. It's because even with your friends, you do not have a safety net where you can sit. Even if you don't cry, but somebody you can sit with and converse with about whatever you are going through. Men can't do that. And unfortunately, that's why so many men are passing away and killing themselves and unaliving themselves. Even if you can't do that with your male friend, bruh, find somebody. Rather go to a psychologist or start going to therapy.
When men are together, happy men. Share, but for 5 years, I'm friends with Sbusiso. Sbusiso is fine. And then Sbusiso dates Afriberry, then he commits suicide.
Not all men that are unaliving themselves are unaliving themselves because of relationships.
It's pressure, guys.
It's not even because of that.
The core reason is pressure. I mean, I'm not saying it's women, but it's the pressures of society, because there are men who, you know, grow up with the pressure of saying, hey guys, I have, you know, to support my family and things like that, you know. I mean, it's pressure, you know, but what I'm telling you with this one, it's something that's out there and people know it. That as boys, we are happy. Once someone starts dating, then people start crying all of this. What's going on now? Like, boy, our African boy. So I don't know what to do, man. Yeah, but so I mean, it's things like that. But don't worry, guys. Most of the things that we just say here, man, they're just jokes, man. But yeah, this thing is a very huge thing, and I'm glad that our government is just coming through to give people that awareness to say, hey guys, suicide is a big thing, right? And then since you say I do allow my son to cry, then I try to talk to him in calm manner, but we cannot ignore that tough love is as important as a TLC, right? Very, very, very true, man. I mean, guys, with kids, we do not have to play around to say, hey, don't let your kids cry. No. Kids have to take care of them. They have to go through the full cycle of being a child. You can't teach your son to become a man at the early age of 7 years, 6 years. Let them grow, because there are stages and phases that they have, you know, to pass on. Right. And then Balela says, are we saying men aren't supposed to be emotional?
They can be.
They can.
Nobody said
they can be.
It's all about being able to let down your guard. Man can and should be emotional. But it's all about, for them, it's more about finding a safety net that actually allows for all the emotions to creep in. For me, I do not mind having a man who's actually in touch with their emotions. Get the emotions, not all up in his feels. Not uthakale njalo, because now mangikhali njalo. Like guys, the same goes for me. It's not like even as a guy, you can't handle a girl who is always crying all the time, because for you it's irritating, it's nagging.
It's fine. I can understand with I mean, that's why with our differences that we can learn each other, you know, we can learn each other's, you know, nature as men and women, because I believe that with men, you know, we kind of know our nature and we know how to handle ourselves sometimes when we are, you know, amongst other men, to say, okay, guys, if a situation is like this, how do we do? You know, what do we do? because Luena, you know your friends. You know now when I cry, he's going to laugh, of course. He's going to laugh at
Yeah,
me.
unfortunately, it's the same as females. Even for me, there are literally moments, even when you have your friends, there are some friends that you cannot be emotionally unguarded from, and there are some friends where you can be emotionally guarded from.
Yeah.
There's some friends that you can have, but you can't show any sign of weakness or emotions would see that you're going through some things, and there are some friends that can allow you to do that.
Yeah.
Like for me, there's one friend that I know that even with me, she can be like that. Me and her can literally go slanga and a too, and then we get our bottle of wine, and then we have our czar. During our never belter moment, we literally go through all of our emotions. But when we are separate from our friendship with our other friends, it's not something we do, because we know that with
Still do that without influence.
yeah, we can. She's like the one person. She's like the one person that I know, and for most people, you can't enter our argument because Izosala now. Like she's one person who, when we argue, it literally looks like a fight. She would swear at me, I'd swear back at her, and then when you enter, we laugh at you for entering something that has nothing to do with you.
Toxic, that's toxicity.
Because no, for us, we have it's our own unique language that we use in our friendship.
fix
She
your
is one
ways.
person. Listen, she is no. It's not we don't, because when we have like a serious straight up conversations, like real talk that has to deal with like real situation. Now we're discussing things that are affecting us.
Yeah.
That whole swearing situation is not even happening. We sit down like grown adults and we're like, you know what? Like, hey, bruh, this is really what's been happening with me, and this is what's happening with me. So for that when that happens, that's like a playful banter that we normally have. Hence we say, we laugh at you. But when we have our own real discussion and we talk real things about things that are affecting us or goals that we both as parents and as girls want to see each other achieve, we don't even have like alcohol or anything like that. We just sit, we literally have tea. And we sit and talk and connect with, you know what, okay, so far this is what I have done so far in my life, and then for this year I've achieved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals, but I feel like this and this is lacking. And she'll also tell me, yeah, I also did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I achieved this and this and this, but I also feel like this is lacking. And then we sit down and we're like, okay, so what exactly can we do to improve this type of situation in both our lives or in your life specifically? What do you feel that what tool do you think that I have that can help you achieve the goal that you want to achieve? Or what tool do you think that I need from you that can help me achieve? Or what do you think that I need to change in my life that will make me become a better and greater version of myself?
Yo, that's a lot. I mean, I would never. People.
Y'all like
Rather
depth.
trust a
That's
rock.
one question. So
Okay.
you want your man to also be
Emotional.
like a bit emotional, right? So a man comes home and says, "Boss, I'm into how would you react to that?
I mean, and you're one thing for sure. Let me be honest. Let me be frank.
So what I'm saying is it can't be the same for men and women.
Even for me, I've had moments where I've not dated a guy and I complain about the same thing. He laughed at me. For me, the reason why I react like that, it's like
what?
Sorry, maybe I want the buzz one, but just repeat what I'm asking.
So you.
So Ubanele just asked Guti if my man comes back from work and said, and he's crying and is and
He swear at
he's-
me,
he's-
girl, like he called me all names. How do you respond to that?
As a good one,
Hey. Hey, like sorry, these things happen, baby. Like, ah, come on.
I don't wanna I laugh at you, bro. I don't wanna. I'm like one of the most smartest and dumbest people ever. I once laughed at my grandmother when she fell.
Yo,
but that's different.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, this is what I'm bringing to.
Why? Okay, how would you react to him? Boss, like him to me.
I'd first ask ukuthi wathini kahle kahle. Because
measure inhlambu ukuthi
angifuna ukuyimeasure kahle kahle ukuthi okay, but you know why I say that, because sometimes you may find that
yo, then they come back home. My boss said I'm soft. Can you believe that? Like, what do you say then to a guy who comes to you? The boss said, hey, when you are soft or swag. You are swag, man. Then he comes home, cries to you. Baby, barak is swag. Exactly. That's why we don't tell you things, guys. That's why.
Okay, for you, if your female comes back, what?
It's fine. It doesn't. Number now exercise.
Exactly. Aktuke pamgwami.
You know, unfortunately, it also comes to boil down to the fact that you know, hamba na exas, and then by kosha. Can the person handle it? Because I don't want to lie, we live in a very, very, very economically dire situation, to a point that you need to, even when you have a boss that does that, you need to weigh out the pros and cons. Okay, sharp. If I leave this job, can I still survive? Because unfortunately, one of the world we live in, it needs a whole lot of monetary value for a person to even sustain themselves.
I don't think that's a question for men or women. It's just for human beings.
Yeah.
You want to continue being in those conditions.
Yeah.
But he's about to solve. A woman doesn't support you.
Hey, yeah, but that's where we are, man. You can just let us know your sentiments, your opinions on what you think. But today we are highlighting Suicide Prevention Day. It is September. Our health is very much important, as some other things are also important. So let us know right there on the comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. You can also send us a voice note on 0604933226. Another thing that I have been sent right there, I think it's on WhatsApp. It's starting to act up, but something that we're going to cover after the short break. And after we come back from a break, we're going to give you your daily bread, which is today in history, inventions, and some other birthdays. Not any birthdays, but celebrity birthdays. If you know anyone who is growing up today and you want to give them a shout out, please do so by sending their name right there on our WhatsApp, not WhatsApp, but the YouTube comment section. With that being said, let us take a short break and then we will see each other.
There's a desert running dry on the tip of my tongue. I can taste your lies. Had to measure the love you throw around. I could never hold you down. One of us will have to take a bow. Feeling you so close to me, we drive around. Everlasting love, so much to go around. You got me so high, I can't come down. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow, then fly on, baby, please just go. Your soul is the ocean, and I can't touch the floor. So full of emotion, I can't keep any more. Are we at a time where we'd be swallowed whole? Don't give up on us now. One of us will have to take a bow. Feeling you so close to me, we drive around. Everlasting love, so much to go around. You got me so high, I can't come down. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow, then fly on, baby, please just go. I can feel you there, where I once had you all alone. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell, I can't get out. My heart falls 5 below, and I'm I'm still here, I'm freezing cold, but I will wait. I hold my breath till I turn blue. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I can feel it there. Once I had you know, back of my mind, I'm feeling stuck. I will never let you go. I'm forced by feeling. I'm still here. I'm freezing cold. I will fly on, it's so easy for me to say.
Top of the morning, 4 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock, and of course, man, you're still here with us, you're chilling with us. Good morning. What is it that you are up to? Because we are here to give you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. It is Wednesday, of course, and we're getting rid of that midweek slump. We know Monday came with so many problems. Tuesday, Leona, you didn't even choose anything proper, you chose problems. But it is a Wednesday, of course, man. We are trying to get rid of that. Getting rid of that is raising some of the awareness that are taking place right here in South Africa. And as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we would like to say taking care of yourself mentally, and of course, man, everything mentally, spiritually, and emotionally is the most important aspect of your life. So please do make sure that you take care of yourself. Once again, happy Wednesday. Before the break, we were discussing some of the things that concern us as human beings and as individuals, man. That okay, man, if I'm in society and there are certain things that are happening, what mediums do I need to take in order to help myself or help the people that I see that are struggling in front of me or besides of me, right? And then we went on to just to let you know in terms of what has been happening in our country with your latest news headline. But now we are heading over straight to today in history. Things that you never thought happened, but don't worry, they did happen, because that's what we always highlight, right? It's time to learn a little bit history, because I know people who made, or people who were taught and took history lessons, they were robbed, because I know our history, man, it's not as valuable as the one that we give you right here. So on the first one, man, let us just jump straight into what took place, whether it's in our country or outside the country. Right, so today archaeologists and scientists discovered a new human-like species inside caves in South Africa. The species, named Homo naledi, closely resemble modern-day humans and are thought to live in Africa 3 million years ago. Oh, naledi bathumba, this is how you looked, right? I mean, these things and the discoveries, and because I remember when the National Geography, was covering it, a lot of people thought it is controversy to say, oh, is that how you say this is how we look and things like that. But but that's what happened today and what took place, man. Archaeologists and scientists discovered a new human-like species inside the caves in South Africa, and it was named Homo naledi, closely resemble modern-day humans. The next one, the CERN Large Hadron Collider was powered up for the first time. So the Large Hadron Collider, built by the European Organization for Nuclear Research, is the world's largest and most sophisticated high-energy particle collider. It was tested for another 14 months due to damage it sustained while powering up. Right, and then on the last one right here, George Smith, a London taxi driver, became the first person ever to be fined for drunk driving. Right,
Wow.
on September this day in 1897, a 25-year-old London taxi driver named George Smith became the first person ever arrested for drunk driving after slamming his cab into a building. Smith later pleaded guilty and was fined 25 shillings. Maybe that's why people are being fined for drunk driving nowadays.
Imagine being a descendant of the first person to ever get fined for drunk driving.
Hey, it's history also, right? You're going to be part of
Yeah,
that
but you
history.
can't wear that hat proudly. Be like, yo, my
Yeah.
great granddaddy got fined for drunk driving. Nah, child, no.
It's not. And please, guys, don't drink and drive. Even here in South Africa, it's worse to point out the way but don't drink and walk. So that's how you know the country is bad with the amount of alcohol intake. that
Man,
people
South
take
Africa is
out there.
bad. Pela, last year we had a consumption of 7 billion when it came to alcohol. So I just wonder to this year, how much would South Africans spend throughout the year just on alcohol?
Yeah, right. And of course, man, there are days that we highlight in terms of what is going on and what is happening. So, national or the international day that is taking place today, we know it is the World Suicide Prevention Day. The World Suicide Prevention Day in 2025, it is observed on this day. It is highlighting the need to fight stigma, spread awareness, and promote mental health support with the theme working together for mental well-being and suicide prevention. It reminds us that every life is valuable and worth saving. So please take care of yourself and be safe. Most importantly, mentally, you need to cleanse yourself.
Yes,
Right,
man. Hey?
Moving on to the inventions, because we know that people are always out there, man, inventing some other stuff that you are using at home, whether it's utilities, utensils and things like that. They are being invented out there, and we are highlighting them. The first one, the inventor Elias Howe was awarded with the patent for lock stitch sewing machine. Elias Howe took out the US patent 4,750 for his lock stitch sewing machine on September 10th in 1846 in New Hartford, Connecticut. The first functional lock stitch sewing machine invented by American Elias Howe in 1845. Very interesting things that take place out there, man.
Yeah, man, it's super interesting. And also not forgetting the amount of days we actually are into the year, and obviously how many days we have left before we say bye 2025, hello 2026. And we are 253 days into the year, would have been 252 days if it was a leap year. And then we also have 112 days left before the year ends, and 15 weeks remaining before we say goodbye 2025, hello 2026. And now moving on to our celebrity birthdays. Now on our celebrity birthdays we have Guy Ritchie. Now Guy Ritchie was born on the 10th of September in 1968 and is turning 57 today. Now profession is a film director, producer and screenwriter. Now okay, so we are now improving, including our spouse here, guys. So spouses include Jacques, and you have been married since 2015, but previously he was married to Madonna from 2000 to 2008. Now the bio, after breaking out with The Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch, Ritchie became known for his stylish British gangster films. He later directed blockbusters like Sherlock Holmes, Aladdin and The Gentleman, blending action with wit and versatile flair. Interesting fact, he never attended film school. He learned by doing, starting with commercials and music videos. Very nice, man. And now we're also celebrating Jack Ma. Today is Jack Ma's birthday, and he was born on the 10th of September in 1964 and is turning 61. Now, Jack Ma is an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and co-founder of Alibaba Group. That group that's giving away free things that are not actually free. Scam? Sorry. And then his spouse is Zheng Ying. And then after founding Alibaba in 1999, Ma became a global tech icon. He stepped down as chairman in 2019, but remains influential through the Jack Ma Foundation and other ventures. Interesting fact, he failed his college entrance exam 3 times and was rejected from dozens of jobs, including KFC, before finding success. Highway now. You know, in Asia, it's a sin failing your college exam entrance. And he failed 3 times. Yo, my guy, you're very brave. And then we're also celebrating Ryan Phillip. Ryan Phillip was born on the 10th of September in 1974. Will be turning 51. He's an actor, producer, and director. And then his spouse was Reese Witherspoon, and they were married from 1999 and divorced in 2007. Rose to fame with Cruel Intentions and I Know What You Did Last Summer. He since starred in Shooter, Crash, and MacGruber, and directed indie projects like Catch Hell. Interesting fact, he played the first openly gay teen on daytime TV in One Life to Live, a groundbreaking role in the early 90s. Interesting, and another interesting fact is that his infamous winning catchphrase and media controversies turned him into a pop culture phenomenon beyond Hollywood. So that's everybody for our celebrity birthdays.
Yeah, man.
Oh, and I also have one birthday shout out. It goes to Sandy Ndlovu. Sandy Ndlovu is also a fellow background actor. So wishing you a happy, blessed birthday, Masanza. Hope you're gonna enjoy it, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out. And if you happen to know anyone, who is growing up today, please, man, do make sure that you give them a shout out also. And we're going to help them celebrate their birthday in the style. And one of the people who are growing up today, it goes back to when I was in college, man. I think, guys, sometimes influence, man, it depends what kind of influence you fish for in your life. Because I'm a person who fished for the influence of becoming wealthy without finishing school. And trust me, when I hear names like Jack Ma, I remember when I was watching these videos of this guy. Like, I was doing well. I was doing well. I was supposed to go on and finish up until my 3rd year, right? So there I go. I watch YouTube videos, then this guy comes and say, do you know that one of the wealthiest, most wealthiest people in the world and most known and famous people in the world did not go to school or did not finish to school. I'm talking about people like, he mentioned Bill Gates, he mentioned names like your Ray Kroc, he mentioned people like your Walt Disney, and you're like, no man, this is possible. Hey, Gantwana, you live in South Africa, my friend. Education is the key to success. So sometimes we must, be careful. I think the reason why kids nowadays, they feel like school is not important is because of these influences. They would go on and say, hey, my man, I'm making this much money because, I did not go to school. And of course,
remember when Forex started? Yeah. I remember when we had the Forex gang and everything started with Forex. Like, a whole lot of them actually quit on school. They're like, no, like, I'm doing like this bunch of money with trading, so I need to go to school and I was like, yo, wait until the market chows you.
Exactly. So some of us, man, these kind of influences, man, they chewed us, they swallowed us, because now you're thinking that no, it's possible. But when you grow, you learn that no, man, most of these people are transferred babies in Kosia. Where now there was nothing that's left for you. You need to start from scratch, and starting from scratch in Fetu, it means it has to be a generational thing. That's how you build generational wealth. It needs to go on and on and on and on. You know, not you just bashing out on school and thinking that whatever ideas you have will make you the wealthiest person in the world.
And it also has to do with luck. Just because Jack Ma and the rest that didn't go to school made it and become successful doesn't necessarily mean that you'll also have the same amount of luck. We are not all the same. We don't all have the same destinies. Our paths are different. Yes, we live in the world, all of us, but our paths are different. Sometimes you just gotta go to school in order for you to become successful, and sometimes you don't need school to become successful.
Yeah, that's funny, guys. So with the illiteracy that we have in our country is a big thing. So people should go to school, people should read, and people should take as much information, consume as much information as you need, because there are a lot of things that are happening in our country, and a lot of people are left behind. They don't know what's happening. When the G20 comes, they're like keying into a G20, and then they just pass on. Can't these things, man, they are part of what is happening, and they play a huge role in our lives. You are where you are because of these kind of summits right here. So you need to know, okay, how can you get involved in these things? Young people, because I saw that there's going to be a lot of young speakers at the G20, and I'm looking forward to it in terms of what they're going to bring, the transformation that our country needs, because our leaders have always said that this country needs a lot of young people in the forefront, in the front line, to fight and come with the solutions that we have in our country, and of course everywhere in the world. Maybe South Africa will be the country where countries come to learn how to be a better country. And some of the things that are happening, when you speak about countries and leading to the G20, I don't know if you guys heard, but France right now is collapsing. The government, I think it was yesterday, it collapsed. Like the whole government, it collapsed. So they are on a national shutdown. I don't know if we can get that, just to get our facts straight, because it's something that I saw. And people are like, no, man, South Africa can also do this, right? Whereby, the government, whole of it shuts down, because if it's a national shutdown, that means everyone protests in the country because of the standard of living, right, that is going through. So France, citizens, they took it to the streets. They were like, what, President Macron, we cannot take this anymore. We are shutting down the country. And hey, it was a mess out there, right? So I'm just trying to find out in terms of the developing story right now, man. Yeah, so likely the French government collapse, raises stakes of okay, let's do this, of planned national shutdown. Right, so a lot of things are taking place, and of course other countries, they are learning from these kind of things to say, what, if France can do this, we can also do this. So a major test looms for France following the likely collapse of French Prime Minister Francois Bayrou's government. Increasing number of people appear to be heeding the calls of a murky, leaderless crusade for national shutdown today. The movement, initially made up for constellation of anonymous anti-government accounts of varying political affiliation, began earlier this summer, reaching the general public as anger grew over Bayrou's plans to loop 43.8 billion euros from the 2026 budget and slash two banks' holiday without offering wage compensation. So Bayrou is expected to lose his job after announcing on Monday that he would convene lawmakers for an extraordinary session to hold a high-stake confidence vote on the 8th of September over his unpopular spending plans. Bearing a major shift, France's minority government is unlikely to survive the vote.
Yeah, we need that in South Africa, man. We definitely need that, hey. And another collapse, or possible collapse that I heard about, is in Botswana. So I was just looking it up. So Botswana's healthcare system is not a complete collapse, but is facing severe crisis with a collapsed medical supply chain, shortages of medicine and supplies, and postponed non-essential surgeries. President Duma Boko declared a national public health emergency in August 2025 due to the severe disruptions. The crisis is driven by reduced government funding from measures and decreased foreign aid, which has strained the economy and led to inflated medical prices despite the nation's previously successful HIV response crisis, man. So this crisis has caused an economic downturn, decreased foreign aid, supply chain failure, inflated prices and corruption, and the consequences are like the severe shortages, postponed surgeries, the HIV response system that they had, overcrowded facilities, and it also involved the military being called in to now start finding a way to produce the medical supplies or essentials that are needed for the country in order for it to become fully functional, especially when it comes to their healthcare system.
Yeah, you know, that's where we are, man. And you know, I have this other video, you know, of this other African, other African. I think he is part of the parliamentary committee right there, and he was speaking about corruption. So I have a video that I want to play, you know, with me on how other African leaders, you know, think about corruption. And, you know, would you think that, you know what, are we doing things wrong here? Or whatever that he is saying, man, is totally true in terms of you being part of everything that is going on in your country, you know, especially corruption. But, you know, just hear the gist of this, man.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. Yes. But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it. Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. Yes. But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
Oh man, you know, I mean, it speaks to what is happy. I mean, he's being honest that corruption is not bad, guys. You know,
but if I am
it's
part
bad.
of it,
it's bad.
I will defend it.
But if I'm part of it,
I will defend it.
That is what is taking place, man. In
a lot of countries, and basically it's almost the same thing. Maybe cupcake is also think corruption is not bad, as long as if I'm a part of it, I will defend it. Because look at the amount of corruption South Africa has, and each and every single year, each and every single quarter comes with its own new corruption case. Have you ever noticed this year, each and every single quarter has had its own new corruption case, and it's increasing my levels. It's not decreasing. It's not getting shorter. It's not getting nipped in the bud. Instead, it's getting more and more higher, and we're having more and more corruption cases.
Corruption, it's something that needs to be fought, man, because it brings countries down, and you know, it can also brew, you know, war among citizens, right? And protests, because every day people wake up and they have so much complaints, and those complaints don't even reach the higher offices. But with that being said, man, 18 minutes past 9, and of course, you know that each and every day we give you what we call a word of the day. What are some of the words that we can use in our day to day, just to practice and of course, man, improve our vocab, right? So the word that we have for today is redolent. I don't know if it's a redolent or redolent, but let us get just a proper pronunciation from our machines right here to tell us if we are pronouncing this word correctly, right? Redolent. I mean, if you have a perfect spelling right there, and you're like, you know what, guys, I went to school and this is how you pronounce the word, please come to us, man, by using our number. But I have the proper pronunciation here. Let's hear.
Redolent. 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 Redolent.
Redolent, right? That is how you pronounce the name. So wherever you go, redolent, right? Don't go everywhere telling people that we taught you to say, you know, redolent. It's redolent. And you're asking yourself, what does the word mean and how is it spelled, right? It is spelled as follows. It is redolent. That is redolent. redolent. and you're asking yourself, what is the meaning of the word? But before we give you the meaning and, of course, the sentence example, let us find similar ways to the word. So this word is similar, and you can replace it with the following words: fragrant, evocative, and reminiscent. Right? It's fragrant, evocative, and reminiscent. It's reminiscent. Sorry about that. And then going back to the meaning of the word means that it is a strongly reminiscent or suggestive of something. Also describes a rich, evocative scent. A strongly reminiscent or suggestive of something. Also describes a rich, evocative scent. Right? Sentence example: the studio was redolent with incense and memory. The studio was redolent with incense and memory. Incense in pepper, ne? And memory, right?
Incense in pepper. I get about there's incense that we use in pepper, and then there's incense that actually smells good.
Yeah.
Taylor, do you like his sticky mo?
Oh.
So more the incense they're referring to ki ele di like his sticky.
Yeah, because the word describe, that rich and evocative scent. Right, strong, reminiscent, or suggestive of something. So it can be strongly reminiscent, right, and can also describe a rich scent. And sentence example: the studio was redolent with incense and memory. I'm just trying to remember someone who had maybe a strong, beautiful scent, man, that was very rich, not rich but wealthy. There are people who, like, when they just come to you, man, and just because you like them, they have that strong scent about them, and it always reminds you of them. I think in terms of building a context around that word, it can be that, because memory is also involved. So everywhere you go, because I have learned that sometimes for you to build a memory muscle, you are able to use all of your five senses. If they can work all in one, if you get to a place, you get to taste something from that place, you get to smell something from that place, you get to touch something from that place, you hear something from that place, you see something from that place, you are able to remember the exact place where you are. So I think being can you be a redolent person? No, because this is an adjective, right?
The only way you could become a redolent person is if you leave a strong reminiscent. You leave a strong reminiscent scent of yourself after giving somebody a warm hug.
Yeah.
That's the only way a person could actually say is a redolent.
Yeah. That's it, man. Just let us know how you can use the word right there by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or you can call us, send your voice note, man, or maybe send a text on 0604933226. So that's 0604933226. We'll let that digest right there with you as we are taking this short break, and then when we come back, man, we're going to be giving you more into what is taking place in and around our country. So please do make sure that you stay with us.
So easy for can feel you there, where I once had you all alone. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell, I can't get out. My heart falls 5 below, and I'm still here. I'm freezing cold, but I will wait. I hold my breath till I turn blue. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I can feel you there. I once had you know. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell. I can never let you go. My heart falls 5 below, and I'm still here. I'm freezing cold, but I will wait. I hold my
Then they put you on trial. I was just a young child. Gave you 25 to life, all these years gone by. And you never asked why. All you did was pray to God, all you did was wait your time. Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile. It's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line. You was only 21 with a son on the run, no. You was living in the jungle. Got charged for a murder and some weed and a gun, no. You was moving like Rumbo. Did your time like a champ, never rumble. You was on the wrong path, you was young though. You ain't never let it break you, stay humble. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the fire and the pain in my mama's eyes. I was just a little boy, I always wonder why. Cause you couldn't help raise me by her side. I was taught to speak the truth and never tell a lie. But I know you wasn't capable of homicide. You was just a real nigga, always down to ride. I thank God that he gave you a second time. You got caught up in the field, but you still alive. For the fam, yeah, I know you never jeopardized. All the time that you did it only made you wise. Collect call 30 seconds, yeah, I love you. Learned a lot of life lessons from my uncles. This a letter to my pops up top, and it's still fuck cops. I don't eat pork chops, no. ISO, we got the city on lock, it's going down, young jock, yeah. Then they put you on trial. I was just a young child. Gave you 25 to life, all these years gone by. And you never asked why. All you did was pray to God, all you did was wait your time. Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile. It's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line. All these trials, tribulation. All these trials, situations. Trials we be facing, times we was waiting. Now we at the finish line. Now we at the finish line. Damn near fell, got the call on my cell that my pops got robbed and he got shot up. I was working at SP, that was in KP. I was focused on making me $1. His business got lost, his life almost cost. I was in the parking lot thinking about my grandma. He got sent home back to Trinity, had to make a way up, and some youngins tried to take it off from him. I remember days right before I graduated, had to go to Jersey. It was visits in the state pen on the other side of the class. Yeah, things moving fast at the time. Now I really couldn't face him. I ain't understand till my mom sat me down like a man, and that day, yeah, it changed me forever. I wanted revenge, but I'ma get it when I make it out. And I put him in that Miami weather. Convos on the WhatsApp got me moving real tight, cause you never turn your back even when it got spooky. Know for a fact you ain't cut me no slack. You would rewind time, yeah, like it was a movie. But it's real life and we gotta look ahead. Glad you alive, I don't gotta say you dead. Only the strong survive, it's the reason you here. Cheers to the next couple years, then they put you on trial. I was just a young child. Gave you 25 to life, all these years gone by. And you never asked why. All you did was pray to God, all you did was wait your time. Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile. It's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line. Emotional trauma with a prima donna, gasping when she see the commas, laughing to conceal the monsters. I feel like Kanye when he lost his Donda. When my father left me, you were there to heal the pain I conquered. I never pay you back for what that meant to me. Some scars just fade physically, but never leave mentally. It's where when people spiritually connected turn to enemies, and memories turn to villain origin accessories. And I'm the bad guy yet again. Spent so much time trying to find who the victim is. It's probably both of us, but neither one is giving in. So here we go again, throwing punches at each other's ribs. Gunshots sting like a buckshot. The pain hits deep, it's like my heart becomes a blood clot. Love dots, you're unblocked. Just to get this message, hope you get it on your bus stop. And then the bus crash, your true intentions unmasked. This should have been a fairy tale ending, but you uncast. I know it hurts bad, but you know you deserve that. We'll never have the life we once had. Hey. Emotional trauma with a prima donna. Hey. Yeah. Emotional trauma with you. I got my problems with you, but I can never get away. I wish my brain had a hard drive that I could reset. Wish I made the right decisions, but it's hard to reject. Moving on, but you got me on both sides of the fence. Left your mark forever, that's without a scar on the flesh. Wish that I was sick and didn't hit the bar when we met. And spent my money time with you just to be in this debt. See you happy somewhere else while I've been filled with regret. Try to find someone to blame, but it's just cause and effect. Hey. I thought that was the truth, cause nothing lasts forever, that's except for me and you. Young and unaware of all the shit that we would do. Try to make it out alive, but didn't make it through. Your parents probably hate me, but my mom still always asks if we're getting back together, even though it ended bad. Forward thinking, haunted by the habits of my past. Precious moments with you, girl, you even met my dad. And any girl after you won't ever have the pleasure. So I guess it's part of why it's hard for me to ease the pressure. So many years, so many times I can't remember. Fear I'll lose them all forever. Hey. Yeah. Emotional trauma with a prima donna. Yeah. Emotional trauma with you. I got my problems with you, but I can never get away. I can never get away. So I can never get away. So I can never get away.
Love me or hate me, darkness invaded. Waiting ladies' eyes on me.
As we come back to this wonderful and epic episode of the Vooka Breakfast Show, your energetic start to the day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Are you still with us? Are you still good? You can let us know right there on our social media platform. But right now we are live on YouTube, so please do the most by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So you know that we always give you those thought-compelling conversations right here. And as it is Wednesday, for today is all about wellness and how we can move on, of course, by having a grassroots level education. What kind of education is that? Today we're going to be just to spotlight one of the academies that are here in Soweto, and coach is right here to share all of the information with us. So please do make sure that you engage with us by using the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. So the Soweto Football Academy football club isn't just about producing the next superstar striker. It's about raising disciplined, respectful leaders, future fathers, and men who carry the spirit of Soweto wherever they go. Football here is more than a game. It's a tool for transformation. And joining us is the one and only Kgothatso Monareng, coach of the Soweto Academy. Good morning, my good brother. Unjani?
Yeah, no, ke gona ke teng a ke thome ka go dumedisha the football club Soweto Academy, the chairman of the team.
Yeah.
Also karata go le wa sebaka se leng fileng sona go Vooka.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it so much.
Hey, lebitso le le buileng. So it's Vooka, ne?
I thought I heard it alone, man.
Hey, so yona e kopane le tse di ke tse ke la but yeah, it's Vooka, my good brother. But thank you so much for nka nako ya gago, you know, to come here to sit down with us and just tell us about journey ya gago, you know, on how it started and you know where you are actually from. But right now, let's start with you know, just letting batho ba tsebe gore wena gantle ke eng ntho o etsa.
Na ke coach ya Soweto Academy. Ke coach under 15. Also, I'm assisting on the under 17. Also assisting on under 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So the academy, we know each and every time I found you, there is a tradition and a history behind it. And I have learned, because now I thought the academy ran like the coach, but there is a chairman, you know, of the academy. So when Aliena, did you find the academy, or chairman, how did he spot you and brought you Kotlapong Horotlo coach?
That was 2022.
Yeah.
We were only Mpumalanga. I was coaching All Stars Maravela, the under 15. So he made the trials go udaledi trial go Mpumalanga Buchbakrich go Akenuk.
Yeah.
So there was 3 of my boys were under 15.
Yeah.
So Maria did trial, then trial goings. Then our Oshota some help more assisting for the coaches.
Yeah.
Then Matla wanted that this guy has a potential.
Yeah.
Then he said Fetu Arbu then Rabua Aroke Shop Kibata Soweto.
Yeah.
Karoke Karbatla Soweto Keshap Erkedulia Facile Korai Kibabuja Roke Shop Ketlo Jali Tosheli Ketlia Soweto. Because you know that I love football.
Yeah.
Football is a passion.
Yeah.
So but okay, I wanna stress best of luck ngwana ko gae. Yeah, Soweto. Then after Arabua, then 2014, I came 2024. I came to Soweto. Then after Soweto, there was a difficult for the first
to adapt to the culture and the lifestyle. Yeah,
the lifestyle. But I tell myself, okay, sharp. I love football.
Yeah.
Anything's possible when you're positive.
Yeah.
Okay. I come. He introduces culture, his physiology. Can I sharp? This is my physiology. This is my adaptation. Okay. He said okay. Then we go. He gave me the under 15, also under 17. I trained with them. I saw the potential. Then I said, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
This is my team.
Yeah.
I will love the team. The spirit is going to be high. I will motivate them each and every time. When they get the pitch, off the pitch and on the pitch, okay, this is fine. Then the genie come.
Yeah. It's powerful, man, because you've got the eye of sporting potential. Because I've heard that for you to actually, you know, spot the talent, you know, you need to have that eye of an eagle for you to grab that one. Or this one is actually a player that I can groom, that he can be under this team. And of course, with the nature and the tradition of the academy, Pella, remember that now you're being called into this place. You know, different culture, different lifestyle, you're coming in, and now you're also going to coach players, you know, that your lifestyle, they are way too different. And of course, with that, one would want to know, where is the passion coming from and the inspiration? Is it maybe your dad was a coach, you know, maybe you have a very high or a famous player, you know, he is your brother, your cousin, and things like that. So where is the inspiration coming from for you to find yourself as a coach?
I think when I was 6 years.
Okay.
I didn't know so much about football. So when I was 6 years, they used to call me Macbechul.
Okay.
Macbechul, who's Macbechul? Okay, we play. When time goes, I start to love just boy level more.
Yeah.
Then I play like him, I play. My father was a goalkeeper, by the way.
Okay.
So, Nzikaraga, then I start to say there is the lead Shambhala Manaka. The guy was supporting. He was a coach for us, he was a father. Then I said, okay, this is football. After I really see that this is something that I can grow with because I love. Even at school, I was coaching.
Yeah.
Rugby. Also girls. I also do half marathon, 21 kilometer. Also 5,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
At school. Then I said, this is a sport I love. I wanna grow. Then when time goes on, when I start to love coaching, because I was coaching girls at home. Then I saw Rulan Mukwena.
Okay.
Then I started to like his physiology when he was as a black poison.
Yeah.
By then when it comes, I see, okay, that I can adapt. I can learn so much from him.
Yeah.
Then so far, I see, okay, if Rulan can do this from the Kasi,
then so can I.
So I said, I tell, okay, I can do it.
Yeah. That is very powerful, man. And I think with your journey, it's something that when you sit down and talk to your players, right, they get to understand Horluena, Omang, and Ozokai. Because each and every person, when they're being introduced to someone's life, they have their own story to tell. And you brought that to your boys. And not only boys, but Soweto boys. And I just love the message behind the Soweto Academy. You are not just teaching these boys, football only, but the academy is teaching them to be, good men out there to the society. More grounding, and there's life outside. So how important is that role for a boy growing up? Because 6 years old, you're starting to kick football, and you understood and there's life outside of football. So what role do you think that thing played in your own life?
Well, I think the lead Shambhala used to say, there is a football, there is life. So you need to balance. Also, education is more important.
Yes.
So he said, Bafanas, look at the ball, you need to go to school.
Yeah.
Then you need to balance koskolo over balance loko bolo.
Yeah.
Skarata bolo too much ka skolo sa excel. So make sure if you want to excel ko skolo, make sure that you give more time ko lunto ja skolo. So that tliza go fela it lo vasha ko ko bolo ka no bolo talent mar if usna di skolo go sign yon contract sa tsebobala.
True.
So tlamilo vale because skolo is important too much. As kele coach, the role to into uralo ka mabaneng. You need to be a father.
Yeah.
Because modula la bana ba bantshi outsi hore ba tswa kae malapeng a bona.
Yeah.
And most at hore ba tswa kae, you need to sit them o dule le bona fase le bontshane mabaka.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how difficult go ga knowledge jwang, but you need to be positive. Or mfethu go ga se mosa go ga se so I can change it only if your mindset is positive. Asta ba bolo fela.
Yeah.
We need to tell ourselves for each and everything is possible. So if it is possible,
yeah.
Because the mindset is positive, then anything is positive, then we are not losing closer to the right.
Nice, man.
Man, that's very beautiful, man. So you, as you see, also go a football academy, and go fella right to the football academy did in Chicamontle. So unan talk about you gore yale na academy king e tsang gore be different go feta the academy tse. What's that other unique perspective that you guys have? E leng gore batho ba bang ba ka moka ba ile gore bana ne academy bona ga banayo.
From Ostata, chairman was that academy, Desmond Matume. Nadula Soweto.
Yeah.
So Marula Soweto na coacha Bashiman was Soweto. So abona gore naketswa ke Limpopo na Desmond Matume Ojwala Soweto Ojwala Limpopo. Abona gore ko gae Bashimano banchi there is a lot of potential. And monal potentially our human opportunity. Then you have to start that. Okay, sharp. Let me start to do a Karim create lab house. Kichibashimano from all the provinces. So Rabarute, the importance of football on the pitch and off the pitch.
Yeah.
So Desmond a tla ka kakanyo a bona gore bashimane ko gae talent ke ntši too much ko gae. Especially province opportunity are on.
Yeah.
So he started this thing ka 2010. So master 2010 but ntidi ya up and down what's it football. So monchi vaya a bona buka already at Lapo. Then he started to do that Lapos. Then he introduced these tracksuit to all of these stuff so that the team this is an academy. Or with the tracksuit training kit to this is an academy, this is a football, this is a life.
Yeah. So just because we hear the name Soweto Academy, one would want, or maybe one would think, this one only takes Bafana Soweto, you know. So in your academy, do you have players from different provinces, or it's only Soweto players?
Nope. Most of them, Batswali Limpopo, Madisha, Pegasforte, Mokopane, also Mpumalanga. Then Renali, one of KwaZulu Natal, the last day Bernalo Mokwa KwaZulu Natal. So we take all the players from different places. As long on a potential, ya bontsha rona nya go raga ball. Only on a discipline or respect from the coaches outside, then
yeah, because I was about to ask criteria ya go join our academy, you know, because everywhere you go, you know, they will just give you an opportunity to we prove or you want to be part of this. Because I want to ask for lona le na le criteria or motho a fitla fela or ana ke rata modimo le bolo and like I tla tlo dlala bolo, or you guys have trials where a player go through the trials and then how bona gore okay, the boy has potential, they can join the academy. So Colonna process of choosing and the criteria of players that you guys want, how does it go?
Chairman always do trials.
Okay.
Even last week, another related trial go Bagasfat go Masha.
Yeah.
So each and every year we the trial chairman for the team. Or badly because chairman can have a potential from outside.
Yeah.
So now I come get to polish a mola. Then soda or
yeah. And then with this one of now players say joinile and now they get to experience what the academy offers, right? Which is of course everything, your tactical and trends that you guys offer these players. So when you were brought in as a coach, you know, the quality did they further extend research you know you can teach young boys, of course, because we see this is huge more academy we want someone, you know, who will teach boys to become men, you know, to be resilient, to also have discipline, right? So was it a thing Luena you had to go through this is what the club wants and I can't offer what the club wants, so I have to look the other side? Or it was a thing no, when yourself you had we taube no, I will do this.
It's not about pension. Patient.
Yeah.
So more Desmond, I was no way. A player kino rata bolo ki coach ki team.
Yeah.
But when I meet Desmond, the journey start realize like I'm a coach.
Yeah.
Then until I made D lessons this year, which is development from starting from under 13, under 9 to under 20. That is the development. So I did coaching lessons because I wanna know, or whatever 6 triangle training, is that right or is that wrong? So I learned so much good lessons about the coaching. Also outside lower ukaruta bana eng so ka sebotsa bana, especially more the lessons you get more, you learn more.
Oh man, that is
Nick, what let's say, so more the academy that you guys have, when it comes to taking in the students, players who are about to play, le thoma ka mongwaga mekae gore le tša bana la ba rutiša bola, and then how do you even, as a coach for you, how do you determine gore this person is pitch ready or not yet?
Re tšea bana go thoma ka 9 to 10 years until 21 years. As ke boletše gore ko di-licenses, before we are training, the first of all, ko wena coach, you need to see gore ground e right enough for bana. Because o ka se tšee bana o ba iša ko ground pele o sa bone re ko ground e jwang, because if wena o ya kowe o go itse bana o na le mabetlelo o na le dilo mo fase di hlaba bana, then I'm the one going to be responsible for that.
Yeah.
So as a coach, you need to be more responsible, especially more bane from young kids, especially 9 to 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Because they don't know anything. Because you are the one, we need to taught them Sanjar dresse, lese. Because after what this is one, especially discipline, lenako.
Yeah.
It's really important because if Okaroya gymming or later 1 minute, it's a huge.
Yes.
That 1 minute matching, it can play a big role.
True.
Can play a big role. So era gore if bana overruta gore nako it really important. So if magola o tseba gore nako it really important too much, and he will never make a mistake because it's when I look at Orobetje. Ka osane ka 2:30 ke tlo dira something. So you have to 2:30 ile no wena o ne ipoditse ke yona.
Yeah.
Tlamile o tsowe ka nakwane o dira something, but if wena ka re 2:30 or manyana ke tla tswa ka 3:00, just know already all the plans that have been planned they already failed.
Yeah.
Because he didn't deliver that ka nakwane. So each and every time if we said training straight lock, all the players must be there by 20 past, 25 past. The one who says half past, each and every player Sanchez Varia Perdicoko kana kweso it mela a coach or what can we do? Because as our team rata modimo.
Yes.
Rata rappel each and every time season mo etsa mara rappel season mo fela ra rappel because a re tsebe gore modimo tla etsala. So if la rappel, which means khopala modimo ra protect or ska ba le injury, because now if you can check bana ba thoma go ngwala.
Yeah.
So if we invite le God wa bona modimo wa gona go re gafolela gore ska ba le injury tse di tshwere gone bana ba gona go ngwala.
True. You know, I love what you're saying, coach, and I think most people will never understand that you know, each and every coach that I see, man, I respect because I know what it takes to become a coach. Because Lena, I was once a football player, and I saw the impact that discipline had in my life. And it's one thing we have been taught, and they will teach you the hard way. Or if you come, even if you are 29 minutes late, but when Roblela Khori must be here 30 minutes late, you're not going to play the game because for us to build the morale, the momentum, we need each other as the team, right? So what you guys are doing, I think it has to go on with teaching people really life skills that they, the other people who are taking, you know, the lessons that have been taught more, you know, in football and apply it on their life. But with that being said, we see that you guys have an upcoming camp in which what is going on right here, the Soweto Academy, Masoweten Amahle, the 7-day festival camp. Can you please take us through that?
Yeah, Retlo is at camp, Kolimpopo. Martudra camp is all about Retlo Scout foot.
Okay.
But the aim to anything is possible.
Yeah.
Because this camp is 7 days. So in that 7 days, which means is more teams to play.
Yeah.
It might be fine or le most three. So we need the number one.
Yeah.
Most three. So until we are go finally. So we wish or okabale more scout.
Okay.
From different
Teams.
different teams.
Yeah.
Also the academics. Le bao tswa moshamawatle.
Yeah.
I wish ba ka tla more studies in camp.
Yeah.
So ba kgona go bona gore there is more talent. Ga e gauteng fela le Limpopo talent e ona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now documentation, like, is it an important thing when you join the academy, or you must, supply your documents, your IDs, or otswakaye, and things like that?
Yeah, it's really important or submit the ID le tsa batswadi. Especially now re a struggle, especially ka barke sponsors. Yeah, because le team tja ga di na lo se re fe clearance from the boys.
Yeah.
So go tja re tlo dala ka mo so it's then tlamile re fete le coach ya go gae ka clearance.
Yeah.
So ke le tso bane sometimes we should coach ya go gae or coach or ever coach ka moka. If ngwana a re gopela la teaming, please keep the child clearance.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you will never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just by inspecting and looking at the spectrums of football in South Africa, and we know that yes, there are a lot of kids and there are a lot of people who play football, and there are kids out there who see football as a ticket out of poverty, or I can change my home situation. But now there is a reality that kicks in, or only a few make it to the top. How do you balance it? I know sometimes it even kills confidence in the player, but when as a coach, how do you balance that reality? It's fine, guys. We might be 77 players in the room, but only 2 will make it. How do you balance reality, lay that ticket, to end poverty at home with the reality of now, only the few make it to the top?
As Comroke Village or school is really important.
Yeah.
So it's not about like kafela to achieve. Even myself, as kill coach so.
Yeah.
So as orenga no fitla go national or ka fitla so ever. So I have to tell myself okay sharp whatever 6 to strong. Outside the football and football because football ngas be coach until whatever ngas be player forever. There is a certain age or okay that now kelapile on this football. I need to take another journey. So in football is a short career.
Yeah.
Chiefs or Pirates or ever team make we can offer contract at 3 years.
Yeah.
So in that 3 years wapala go safe. So kumona wara ona team ngwe
yeah.
So I wanna chill it. Then I blow it. So as solely a player, you need to invest yourself. I used to tell to them, as a player, you need to invest from more in. Because if you investor from yourself, anything whatsoever you invest in, I will get it more because already says keep it you need to think forward.
Yeah.
Skana na luta no kar ke thuri.
Yeah.
Le ka osane there is another day. So ba tse ba le bona fetse kare mpaki ngwana ya bielo.
Yeah. Yeah. So have you ever came across like the challenge it's a player, e lo join a academy engwe because aish wa bona gore mo coach ra palelwa mo re no betwa rona fela mo. Have you ever faced that challenge or come across that situation where a player from the academy join an academy?
Yeah, it happens most of the time because as relevant this stage of adolescence. So what la motho are Asian fits ke bona re ga mnatse.
Yeah.
So ke a onya ka re khopela re tlo kwa academy go kae because akere ba go tsa sela ka kokola site.
Yeah.
But the reality of yona because if coach ere to the skill coach, if Kausan one table like a coach or la coach do you think that coach or Kausan you have to prove. So if I'll feed on that side of play,
so
and if you you need to call back and mo tlo mo rena o ka stlwe ka tabar ke tlo sharp o ka no tla ka sana na ka sana ke a
yeah
so if when or ka sana va okay sharp re tlo mo best of luck
yeah
if dilo di upetela so do you think re tlo amogela back because I tlo ga botse
yeah
we believe if
won't, yeah
we believe if we no ka ro dutela rena our coach I see the opportunity somewhere so re ka so ganetse gore wena bona opportunity somewhere ba recognize it's fine but remember go yang ga gona you need to study on also more study you need to sanje o thoma go tseba batho bo yang go bona pele
yeah
a se re wena mo tlo fitla ba ra mnatsi
yeah
there is a physiology go yang ga gona ya coach sanje we adapt
yeah
so a no fitla ba ra wena mnatsi ka usane ba ra mna ke se starting lineup
yes so you need to start from the bottom so I'd like to put something there. So one thing that we also noticed that you guys emphasize discipline and character building. So as a coach when you coach the young athletes that you actually coach on the field for them, you know what, this is how you build your character and this is how you add the philosophy and the discipline to you on and off the pitch.
Coaching is started only during the week. On Saturday, most of the time we don't coach. We encourage, we motivate.
You apply
because Saturday you need to see the weakness of the opponent. Then that's you came or each and every time no one give me as a coach. It's not about you who said when Tamilo Wuchoroke Sharp Lavona the mistake team, they need to come with the solutions. Not na coach all each and every time I have to come with the solutions. Solutions. In terms of discipline, restart during the week.
Okay.
Because if ever during the week, that's where you win. Also, you need to win if you want to be the team are strong. It started outside the pitch.
Yeah.
Available now. Be friends with them.
Yeah. Know them. Yeah.
Know them outside the pitch. Then you know when you go to the pitch, everything is fine because already Libona several less hoera ka fela ga bona do. Honestly, it's really difficult. More bona because of udula lebona. You motivate, you encourage them. Yeah. Social in general or life is so. So we need to expect this. Communist aspect is. Yeah. Then that's where discipline is long on.
And we know sometimes, and not sometimes, but most of the time, Motswadi, they end up being worried. They want to know how is the child doing Soweto, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys, have a certain way of measuring, and sending Motswadi the report so far, this is the progress that they have made.
Yeah, especially we encourage parents each and every time babutsa gore ngwana bona sepela jwa because go se ngwana wa musha somewhere then a fetsa musha somewhere wa senya go tseba gore ngwana ka o sepela jwa because if o le motswadi o rata ngwana tlamile o tseba gore ngwana ka o ile Limpopo so ma sepetse Limpopo sepetse jwa each and every time you need to check him or bafo di sepela jwa just go to the sepela jwang. So if le motswadi wa o be supportive sometimes le batswadi ra gopela gore are supporting bana each and every time because if re supporta bana le lerato mo baneng le ba le legolo the potential is very more because if re le batswadi ra sang ke ngwana ile ra ga ka mokibelo sa mojishe re monna o ragile jwang from the child to bona gore e shala kare motswadi a nkgathale that much but if motswadi a botšiša gore ngwana ka ragile jwang wa bona gore it's also motivating ko ngwaneng gore wa bona mama go each and every time wa mpuša re ke ragile jwang ko sekolong ke sepela jwang ndilo ka moka ditlo ba simple mo ngwane before to la go di coaches how can you improve this boy because le rato la motswadi a lebe gona then rena bo coach re tla ka o polish mola le mola address 1 2 3
so who is in contact le batswadi? Is it the coach or the chairman?
Is the chairman.
So the chairman ke eno buang le batswadi gore this is go tsagala so this is the progress when do you have access like wa khona bua le batswadi or are you allowed to speak to the parents?
Yeah, I think knowledge chairman are a good relationship.
Yeah.
So because as a run academy, you cannot run academy all one. So to need a mutual site, what's on a school. I'm a parent go school. The meeting is in Masona. Young from grade 8 and grade 9. Also, his brother Marope. So Kiwana Artushan on too much.
Yeah.
Because if Akarorana Karimalo one, all of these things in to drag last because Nangas Kituraki Kushake, Akitsi in Mobani. So also can a good relationship level, especially about and school of Saru really.
Yeah.
I have a good relationship, especially mobile number one mobile. Always, if one has a bala, I have to say, Mama. Really, sometimes Kibujang one agaramana, Kopa, no, which if about Babala, now and older. So if Mutadi Matla Monday, I have to say, Mama, one hour one alama failure.
Yeah.
Don't blame us.
Yeah.
Each and every time Rabala Raba encourage Rabal.
Yeah.
So if we Mutadi or there's a Kumroka village or Mutadi and Atamilare. I play a more role, more or body or which. So it helps us also either learn coaches, the chairman, and Mercor over simple, listen to our fauna, you are now one. So come another good relationship with the chairman or some of the parents are and some of the parents who
yeah.
But most of the time, chairman cannot say when you look at Moka. A contact on level. Yeah.
So, what are some of the achievements that you would like to share with us? Academy has, of course, man, came through and they did and they accomplished. Of course, winning cup last season, this season, you guys, and the semifinals are number 2 in the log. What are some of the things you can share with us?
Last year when I came, I played under 15. Karele tournament DG 5. I won 2. Most of them I lost on the finals. So this year I played under 15. I played 4. I won 2. I lost 1 on final team. Now on Saturday I'm still going to play another final. Also we went to play under 20 because in Chavalala. A difficult road to say.
Yeah.
I was no one. So it was difficult road.
Yeah.
Janus in Chavalala will never forget it as a coach. So Ragile tournament as in Piwi from starting from game 1 Ragale Mighty Stars. Mighty Stars, one of our friends,
Yeah.
So first game we played draw 0-0.
Okay.
So I said, man, why can't I play with this? I go home.
Yeah.
With the chairman. Chairman, you cannot draw this guy. Chairman, okay, sharp. Do your best. Then I go to internet. I check Roland Muguen. I check the coach of PSG. How they play, how they move. Then I said, okay, sharp. I spoke with Slow. Slow, 1 hour, we lose the game. Really, for me, it's a loss. Slow start, coach, don't worry. Also, Tando said, don't worry, coach. Next game, space will go. Siabange.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Raya, the second game, we won 3-0. So, Raya and Rautlagan LRC team from Alexander. Difficult opponent. Akabatsi Valona Bartsiva. That's the second leg.
Yeah.
First half. 0-0. But attack. I said to Keshap, I spoke to Slow. Kawale Magubane, Kawale Leshagir. Okay, there's a space there and there and there. So if you can capitalize in these last 10 minutes, we win the game. Slow, Tando, Shakir. They understand. The last 10 minutes we score. 1-0. Win. Okay, we didn't concede. Then the goalkeeper said, Coach, Siabange. one game at a time.
Yeah.
Then we play again with team of Sharpeville. Good quality players there.
Gave you tough time.
Tough time again.
Yeah.
First half, 0-0. Miss Sanchez, they miss Sanchez. I said, man, last 10 minutes spoke with the another guy foot.
Yeah.
The magic feet. Tando, aye man. Still 10 minutes of it. And let's see what the penalty is. Yeah. But I coach don't worry. Play 2 touched football, 2 touched, we get a goal. Defend 1-0. They come Trankopu, student.
Yes. Hey, the students. Man.
The student.
Hey.
The crowd, the pressure.
Yeah.
Iraq, the student. But you will never know. It's football, anything's possible.
Anything is possible, man.
Same thing. Second half, miss 7 chances, 1-on-1.
Wow.
Corner kick, free kicks. Hi. Matota.
What's going on?
What's going on? Then second half, and I spoke Rabulelaga off the line. Playing in the midfielder one. So after playing in the midfielder one, then the midfielder one unal different. There was na par number 12 Mshimona.
Yeah.
So this guy was phenomenal. Anything's possible. Pass left and right. It's a good player for them.
Yeah.
Then we plan for him. Then we out of play. Then coach tomorrow gonna lead this number 12. Sheji 15 minutes. I said, Tando, no, our plan yes banner now. Let's go. Let's attack. Change our formation. Radlalaga tragom rao. Radlalaga ka 2 more then attack. Ratega ka 4. Attack ka 5. Then ratega they no fishy a press or less press, no fishy press, then they do mistake.
Yeah.
They give the ball. Tando.
Mistake lead to a goal.
Tando. Kalagasha. So they have to celebrate. I see the chairman out Rakara granting a good celebrate. So I don't have to go to celebrate because game is so fail. And I celebrate the game so fail. So I said, okay, then Marcella used to say, don't celebrate until the 90 minutes.
Yeah, man, it's not over until the fat lady sings.
Yeah. I said, okay, sharp, then, okay. The mindset, then we won the game. There comes the final. We play with New Hope. Difficult game again. There is the boy and our Burgess number 7, Wabu, the captain. The captain was very phenomenal for all the games, but we managed to lose him because he lacked 2 cards. So I trust my boys. I tell them in one situation they cannot break us.
Yes.
So let them play wide so that they can come.
Yeah.
I know one situation you are very bad. So we equalize Radlala game ya fail. That's the penalty yali. As a coach, you know that the penalty.
The moment, man, it's anyone's game,
the penalty. Then first penalty we lost. The second penalty we score.
Yeah.
The third one we missed. Then that's how we lost. Then after Togo's our goalkeeper won the goalkeeper of the tournament.
Nice. Yeah.
Also I won the coach of the tournament on
yeah.
Simpiwe Chabalala. So Mulli King Ganda 15. Kena 9 points kena matre, but in goal different goal different also kena league game in hands. I'm sure 3 of them, but I think get we equalize and get low. The boys are ready.
Yeah.
So ka under 17 ke number 8 with 9 points. But now it will taba clearance negidla like shorter, but it's fine, it's football. But now I don't think any game for now or lose.
Yeah.
We are going there.
You guys are determined, man. You know what, coach? All the best, man, with everything, because we see how the determination is behind the players, and you are willing to make everything for them to win the league and come back, with so many accomplishments. So, before we let you go, man, if a parent is listening, they want their child to join the academy, what is it that they need to do?
There is a onale form.
Yeah.
Mutimu. So if you over to join onale number from the chairman, which is 076-147-6364. Also, come follow Ama Soweto. Go TikTok. Soweto Academy. Also, come follow go ko TikTok ke Spacho Zungu. Ko Facebook ke class Nyalungu Spacho Zungu. So number phone tsaka ke 079 36 75 345. Then the more information no kar humana le no kar phone la ka humana information ka mukana mo.
Yeah. But Coach, thank you so much, man, for and just to tell us, more about the academy and the plans, of course, that you have for the boys, for them to become superstars, professional football players. Because we see our team, as we saw, the national team was playing yesterday, and Bruce was saying, if South Africa has to invest, in the grassroots of, grooming these players. And you are part of those people in the front line of preparing these boys to become these huge superstars and people who represent their nation. But with that being said, Coach.
No, ke a leboga a go thameka go leboga le lena mo le re inviteile e tloga ile maikarabelo ebile e tloga e shupa gore as Soweto Academy we are going forward. Batho ba ba re supportang ka moka batswadi ba Limpopo, Mpumalanga, whatever the provinces ka moka ka bo goparara re twa leboga. Also shout out to mama go ga tiny, also le ma grandmother Rosina Nyalung ke tlo supporte ke tla ke le ba supporta lena so much. Thank you.
Lerona Coach Harona. And of course, man, from us as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we would like to salute the Academy for shaping this future, of course, the superstars and the future of these young ones' careers. With that being said, man, it's been epic being with you right here on this wonderful Wednesday. So please do make sure that you do not only engage with us only here. The conversation continues to go on all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. With that being said, everybody, last words.
I got no last words. All I gotta say is sayonara. See you tomorrow, Vooka Nations, and I hope you guys will be ready for another jam-packed, amazing Thursday, man. So you know that we always bring you amazing and nice things on Thursdays, as it is spiritual alignment. So I hope you guys will be ready for that one, and we're looking forward to it. So for me, Afroberry, also known as Miss Berry Blaze, but to the darker the berry, the sweeter the don. Mnanti mamnyama, mam klapilik teka teken but marloka famana meweta yokomakale. It's so one man.
Yeah. And with that being said, man, it was nice being with you. And of course, as mentioned, that tomorrow, of course, man, it does not only end here. Early morning, we come back with your daily dose of positivity. 22 minutes past 10, it is the time. Thank you so much for being with us until the end of the show. Keep on supporting because your support is much as appreciated as it is. My name is Muketi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I'm the son of Mother Nature, and you know, generator. Sayonara, please take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of your day.
Let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind. Fall in love, just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low. 'Cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bonafide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Can we just be bonafide?
It's up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. Going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath. And I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be gone? Get no coffee.
Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think. So you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My hair closed the door. Even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek, or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was then. Go back. Yeah. So bad. Had to block out the memory. Yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Yeah. Since you've been gone away.